What if I told you that every emotion you feel, whether it's joy, anger, sadness, or love, exists on a scale, one that shapes your entire life experience? Imagine emotions not as isolated events, but as powerful indicators, helping you navigate through life's challenges and successes. Welcome to the Emotional Spectrum, Navigating Life's Emotions for Personal Growth by Mindful Literary, an audiobook designed to guide you through the full range of your emotional experience, from the lowest valleys to the highest peaks. In this journey, we won't just look at emotions in isolation. We'll explore how they're all interconnected, how they influence your daily choices, relationships, and even your sense of purpose. Many of us get stuck in emotional states, not because we want to, but because we don't realize we have the power to shift them. We feel lost in frustration, anxiety, or sadness, often forgetting that these emotions are part of a broader spectrum. The good news is that by understanding this emotional spectrum, you can learn how to transform your feelings and elevate yourself to higher emotional states. This audiobook is a roadmap, a tool to help you identify where you are emotionally and how to shift to where you want to be. Whether you're feeling trapped in emotions like guilt or anger, or seeking to elevate your daily experience with more love, gratitude, and joy, this guide will provide you with actionable strategies and insights to help you shift and grow. Drawing from psychological principles, spiritual teachings, and practical wisdom, we will uncover the key to emotional self mastery. You will learn how to decode your feelings, understand their purpose, and use them to create the life you truly desire. And remember, emotions aren't just something that happen to you, they are tools that, when understood, can serve as your greatest allies in personal growth. Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey? To explore the deepest parts of your emotional world with the tools and wisdom to rise above emotional challenges and move toward lasting inner peace and joy? Let's dive into the emotional spectrum and discover together how you can take charge of your emotions and ultimately your life. Introduction. Understanding the emotional scale. What is the emotional scale? The emotional scale serves as a valuable tool for self-awareness, offering a framework that helps us understand the vast array of feelings we experience daily. Emotions can sometimes seem overwhelming and confusing, but by categorizing them along a continuum, we can gain insight into our mental state and behavior. This scale allows individuals to identify where they currently stand emotionally, whether they feel joy, anger, sadness, or indifference. Recognizing our emotions is the first step toward managing them, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and our reactions to various situations. Using the emotional scale, individuals can pinpoint and categorize their emotions more effectively. Each emotion fits somewhere on this scale, typically ranging from higher vibrational states like happiness and love to lower ones like fear and despair. By identifying where an emotion falls, a person can understand its intensity and the impact it may have on their life. For example, feeling anxious might sit closer to fear on the scale, while feelings of contentment will lie nearer to joy. This makes it easier to navigate through emotions, highlighting the need to shift from lower to higher states for improved mental well-being. Understanding this can empower individuals to express what they feel, leading to healthier relationships, both with themselves and others. One practical tip is to regularly check in with yourself using the emotional scale. Creating a daily habit of reflecting on your feelings can help you become more attuned to your emotions, making it easier to recognize patterns over time. Whether you jot down your feelings in a journal or simply take a moment to acknowledge your state, this practice promotes emotional literacy and can significantly enhance your self-awareness. The importance of emotions in shaping our experiences. Emotions play a crucial role in our lives, influencing the decisions we make and the paths we choose. From the smallest choices, like what to have for breakfast, to the largest life-changing decisions, such as moving to a new city or starting a family, emotions act as a compass. When we are happy, we are more likely to take risks and pursue opportunities. Conversely, fear or sadness can lead us to hesitate or retreat. For instance, when faced with a job offer, excitement may propel someone to accept an opportunity that aligns with their dreams, while anxiety about the unknown could cause another to decline what could have been a rewarding career move. Our emotions shape our responses to challenges, impact our relationships, and define our overall life experience. Consider major life moments, such as graduating from school, getting married, or experiencing the loss of a loved one. Each of these instances is heavily influenced by our emotional state. Graduation might bring a sense of pride and accomplishment, motivating the graduate to celebrate and reflect on their journey. In contrast, the emotions experienced during a wedding can vary tremendously, encompassing joy, anxiety, and hope, which all add to the significance of the day. On the other hand, grief from losing a loved one can be overwhelming, shaping not only how we process that event, but also how we engage with others and the world around us moving forward. These emotional experiences not only define those moments, but also leave lasting impressions that influence future choices. Understanding how emotions impact our lives opens a door to greater self awareness and empathy. When we recognize the role that emotions play in decision making, we can learn to pause and assess our feelings, allowing space for thoughtful reflection. This practice can lead to better choices and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. A practical tip is to regularly check in with your feelings and analyze how they might be affecting your current decisions or relationships. This small act can help you navigate life's complexities with greater clarity and confidence. Overview of the emotional spectrum, from fear to joy. Emotions are the colors of our experiences, painting our lives with a rich and varied palette. The emotional spectrum ranges from intense fear to boundless joy, encompassing every feeling in between. Each of these emotions plays a crucial role in how we understand ourselves and navigate the world. For instance, fear often emerges as a response to perceived threats, and it can shape our choices and decisions. It might stem from personal experiences like failure, loss, or trauma, which can leave deep imprints on our psyche. On the other hand, joy can arise from moments of connection, achievement, or simple pleasures, serving as a reminder of life's beauty. The interplay between these emotional extremes can significantly affect our overall mental health and well-being, influencing how we interact with others and how we perceive our own actions. Understanding the journey from negative to positive emotional states requires recognizing that emotions are not fixed, but rather fluid. Each person's journey is unique, shaped by personal experiences and societal influences. Acknowledging feelings of fear or sadness is often the first step in transforming them into more positive states like hope or joy. This transformation can involve several methods, including mindfulness practices, emotional support from loved ones, or engaging in activities that inspire happiness. It's essential to recognize that transitioning from negative to positive emotions doesn't mean ignoring challenges or struggles. Instead, it's about finding balance and resilience. As we learn to navigate our feelings, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves, allowing us to foster joy and cultivate an emotional environment that promotes growth. One useful tip for anyone on this emotional journey is to maintain a journal where you can express and process your feelings regularly. Writing down your thoughts not only helps clarify your emotions, but can also reveal patterns that guide you from fear towards joy. By capturing both the highs and lows of your experiences, you create a narrative that empowers you to understand your emotional spectrum deeply, facilitating a more profound transformation. How understanding emotions leads to personal transformation. Emotional awareness is a powerful catalyst for personal growth. When individuals take the time to recognize and understand their emotions, they open up new avenues for self-discovery and development. Emotions are not just reactions, they serve as valuable indicators of what is happening within us. By tuning into these feelings, we can identify patterns that shape our behaviors and decisions. This awareness allows for reflection on how emotions influence our interactions and thought processes. When we confront our feelings rather than suppress them, we create opportunities to explore underlying beliefs and experiences that may be holding us back. Recognizing that emotions are integral to the human experience paves the way for greater empathy and understanding, not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. Acknowledging emotions leads to effective change because it empowers us to take ownership of our responses and choices. When we validate our feelings, we resist the urge to react impulsively. Instead, we can pause, reflect, and choose a more constructive path. This process can initiate profound transformations, whether it's learning to manage anxiety in stressful situations or fostering healthier relationships by communicating needs and vulnerabilities. By articulating what we feel, we build resilience and obtain greater clarity on our life goals. Moreover, being honest about our emotions encourages a more authentic life, reducing the conflict between our inner selves and how we present to the world. Taking the time to explore our emotional landscape ultimately helps us cultivate a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment in our lives. One practical tip for fostering emotional awareness is to keep a daily journal. Take a few moments each day to write down what you feel, without judgment or restriction. This practice allows you to clarify emotions and recognize patterns over time. It also serves as a reflective tool, helping you to process experiences and prepare for future challenges with a clearer mindset. By consistently engaging with your emotions in this way, you not only enhance your self-awareness, but also lay the groundwork for meaningful personal transformation. Chapter 1: The Foundation of Emotions. The Science of Emotions. How emotions are created. Emotions originate from a complex interplay of psychological and physiological processes that occur within us. When we experience a stimulus, whether external or internal, our brain begins to process this information almost instantly. The amygdala, often referred to as the emotional center of the brain, plays a crucial role in detecting threats and triggering emotions like fear or anger. Meanwhile, other areas, such as the prefrontal cortex, help us interpret and regulate these feelings, allowing for a more nuanced response. This integration of signals results in feelings that can vary widely, from joy and excitement to sadness and anxiety. Moreover, our body reacts physically to these emotional triggers. For example, stress might cause your heart to race, palms to sweat, or muscles to tense up. Such physiological changes often fuel the intensity of emotions we experience, emphasizing how intricately feelings are tied to bodily responses. This connection points to the profound relationship between our mind and body in the generation of emotional experiences. Neurotransmitters and hormones are pivotal in shaping our emotional experiences. Neurotransmitters, which are chemicals that transmit signals in the brain, include serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine. Each of these plays a distinct role in how we feel and interact with the world around us. For instance, serotonin is commonly associated with mood regulation. Low levels can lead to feelings of sadness or depression, while adequate levels often promote a sense of well-being. On the other hand, dopamine is linked to pleasure and reward. It drives feelings of happiness when we achieve something or enjoy our favorite activity. Hormones such as adrenaline and cortisol, often released during stressful situations, can heighten our emotional response, leading to feelings of anxiety or panic. The balance and levels of these chemicals dictate the emotional landscape of our daily lives. This intricate chemical choreography not only helps us navigate our emotions, but also provides insights into conditions like anxiety disorders or depression, showcasing how critical these biological factors are in our emotional well-being. Understanding the mechanisms behind emotions offers valuable insights into how we can better manage our feelings. Engaging in activities that boost serotonin and dopamine levels, such as regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep, can enhance our mood and emotional resilience. Practices like mindfulness and meditation can help calm the amygdala and strengthen the prefrontal cortex's regulatory role, equipping us to handle stress more effectively. By recognizing the interconnectedness of our psychological processes and physiological responses, we empower ourselves to create a more positive emotional environment. Emotional energy, understanding vibrational frequencies. Emotional vibrational frequencies are a fundamental part of our experience as human beings. Each emotion we feel resonates at a specific frequency, much like sound waves traveling through the air. High-frequency emotions such as joy, love, and gratitude create a sense of lightness and invigoration, while low-frequency emotions like fear, anger, and sadness can feel heavy and draining. This concept suggests that our emotions are not just fleeting feelings. They are vibrations that influence our overall energy and well-being. Understanding these frequencies allows us to become more aware of our emotional state and how it affects ourselves and those around us. Different emotions resonate at varying frequencies, and this connection can significantly impact our lives. For instance, when we experience happiness, we emit a high vibrational frequency that can attract more positive experiences and people into our lives. Conversely, if we spend prolonged periods in a state of negativity or hopelessness, we lower our vibrational frequency, making us more susceptible to attracting undesirable situations or relationships. By recognizing the vibrational quality of our emotions, we gain the power to shift our energy intentionally. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing, or engaging in activities that bring joy can elevate our frequency, leading to better mental health and a more fulfilling life. Becoming aware of how your emotions impact your vibrational frequency can lead to transformative change. A practical tip to raise your vibrational frequency is to engage in gratitude exercises. Regularly reflecting on what you appreciate in your life helps shift focus from negativity to positivity, enhancing your emotional energy. By consistently tuning into your emotional state and making conscious choices to elevate it, you can create a ripple effect of positivity in your life and the world around you. How emotions affect our thoughts, behaviors, and perceptions. Emotions significantly influence our cognitive processes and decision-making. When we experience strong emotions such as fear, joy, or anger, these feelings shape the way we perceive situations and make choices. For example, when someone is feeling happy, they are more likely to approach decisions with optimism and creativity. In contrast, if a person is anxious or fearful, they might become overly cautious or perceive threats where none exist. Emotions can also lead us to rely more on intuition rather than rational analysis. This shift towards emotionally driven decision-making can sometimes prioritize immediate gratification over long-term benefits, influencing both personal and professional choices. Everyday behaviors and interpersonal relationships are profoundly affected by our emotional states. Simple actions, like how we greet someone or respond to a question, often stem from how we feel at that moment. For instance, when we are feeling upbeat, our body language tends to be open and welcoming, which invites positive interactions. Conversely, feelings of sadness or frustration may lead us to withdraw or react defensively, straining relationships. Emotional expressions, whether through facial expressions or tone of voice, communicate our feelings to others, which can either enhance our connections or create misunderstandings. Being aware of our emotional influences can foster healthier, more understanding relationships. Understanding the impact of emotions on our daily lives can be transformative. One practical tip is to pause and reflect on your emotional state before making decisions or responding to others. Recognizing whether you are feeling happy, stressed, or overwhelmed can help you better navigate your thoughts and actions, leading to more considered responses and improved interactions with those around you. Chapter 2: The Lower Spectrum, Fear and Despair. Defining emotions like fear, depression, and despair. Understanding emotions like fear, depression, and despair can be challenging, yet it is essential to recognize how these terms differ while also entwining them in the fabric of human experience. Fear is often an immediate response to a perceived threat. It is a primal emotion that serves a protective purpose, triggering our fight or flight response. On the other hand, depression is a more pervasive state, characterized by lingering feelings of sadness, emptiness, or apathy. While fear usually emerges in reaction to specific events, depression can settle in without an obvious cause, affecting one's overall outlook on life. Despair is an even deeper emotional state, often marked by a profound sense of hopelessness and a belief that one's situation is unable to change for the better. These emotions can overlap. Fear may contribute to depressive moods, while a sense of despair can amplify fear as the future appears bleak. Exploring how these challenging emotions manifest in the human experience reveals their complexity. Fear can protect us by triggering caution, but it can also become paralyzing, causing us to avoid situations where we might feel vulnerable. This avoidance can spiral into depression as opportunities for joy and connection are missed. For many, depression might wrap around their daily life like a thick fog, making it difficult to find joy in things that once brought delight. Despair can set in when individuals feel stuck, overwhelmed by life's challenges, and believing that their struggles will never end. This can create a vicious cycle where fear of facing one's problems grows, leading to deeper feelings of depression and despair. Understanding how these emotions interact invites a compassionate approach to oneself and others, recognizing that experiencing them is part of the human condition. When navigating through these intense emotions, a useful approach is to express oneself in safe spaces, whether through journaling, art, or talking to someone trusted. This expression creates a pathway for understanding and processing complex feelings, helping individuals regain a sense of control and perspective amidst turmoil. Understanding the impact of living in a state of fear. Living in a constant state of fear can profoundly affect both the mind and body. Chronic fear triggers the body's fight or flight response, releasing stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. Over time, this can lead to serious health issues such as anxiety disorders, depression, and even heart disease. Individuals feeling persistently afraid often find it difficult to concentrate, leading to diminished performance in both professional and personal aspects of their lives. Sleep disturbances become common as the worried mind races during the night. This lack of restful sleep can further exacerbate feelings of anxiety, creating a painful cycle that can feel impossible to escape. Real-life stories from people living in fear reveal the complexities of their experiences. For instance, one woman described how her anxiety around social situations became so severe that she avoided gatherings with family and friends entirely, missing out on important life events. Her world shrank to the walls of her home, where she felt safe but lonely. Another man shared his struggles with everyday commuting, experiencing panic attacks and an overwhelming sense of dread at the thought of getting on a train. These personal accounts illustrate how living in fear doesn't just impact an individual's mind, it affects relationships, career opportunities, and overall quality of life. Everyone's journey with fear is unique, but the common thread is the feeling of being trapped by one's own thoughts and fears. Recognizing the signs is crucial for those living in fear. Awareness can lead to taking meaningful action. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can foster understanding and healing. Simple practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, and gradual exposure to fear-inducing situations can slowly diminish the hold fear has on daily life. It's important to understand that taking small steps toward confronting fear with patience can lead to significant improvements in well-being. Personal examples of fear-based living. Living under the shadow of fear can be a daily struggle. There are countless narratives of individuals who have experienced the paralyzing effects of fear. Take Sarah, for instance. She spent years avoiding social gatherings because of the overwhelming anxiety that gripped her whenever she thought about interacting with others. Her heart raced, palms sweated, and thoughts spiraled into worst-case scenarios. Each time an invitation arrived, she felt a surge of panic that would lead her to make up excuses, isolating herself further. It's a common scene to see her sitting at home while friends connected and laughed over dinner, her couch becoming both a comfort and a prison. Fear had crafted a reality where she felt safest within four walls, but it also denied her the vibrant life waiting just outside her door. Another narrative is that of John, who allowed his fear of failure to dictate his professional choices. He had dreams of starting his own business, but kept postponing them, plagued by the thought of losing security in his job. Every day, he walked into the office feeling unfulfilled, yet the thought of stepping out on his own terrified him. Fear of judgment and the possibility of failure loomed large, causing him to stay in a role that drained his passion. Eventually, he realized that by not taking risks, he was robbing himself of the very life he longed to live. These stories highlight how fear can create barriers that restrict personal growth and happiness. Reflecting on these fear-based experiences brings forth essential lessons. For Sarah, the journey to overcoming her fears began with small steps, gradually exposing herself to social situations. She learned that her worries often exaggerated reality. With each brave step, she discovered joy in connection rather than dread. For John, the shift occurred when he began to embrace the idea that failure isn't the end, but rather a stepping stone to success. He started taking manageable risks, learning to view each setback as a lesson rather than a defeat. Fear teaches valuable lessons about resilience and courage. It's crucial to understand that fear can act as a guide rather than a limit. Facing fears can open pathways to opportunities that seem out of reach, transforming life into an adventure instead of a series of what-ifs. Start small, step out of your comfort zone, and embrace the lessons fear can teach. Steps to recognize and begin shifting from fear. Recognizing personal fears can often feel daunting, yet it is a crucial first step toward empowerment. Start by observing your emotional responses in various situations. Note when anxiety or discomfort arises, as these reactions frequently signal underlying fears. Take a moment to reflect on what triggers these feelings. Is it a particular person, a situation, or a previous experience? Understanding the source of your fears can illuminate patterns in your behavior. Journaling can be a helpful tool in this discovery process. Write down moments when you felt anxious and explore the thoughts and beliefs that accompanied those feelings. Look for common threads that reveal your deeper fears, whether they stem from past trauma, societal pressures, or personal expectations. Acknowledging these fears without judgment allows you to begin untangling their hold over your life. Once you have identified your fears and their origins, you can take practical steps to shift from fear to empowerment. Begin by challenging the validity of your fears. Ask yourself whether they are based on facts or assumptions. Often, fears are exaggerated perceptions, and dissecting them can reduce their power. Gradually exposing yourself to the situations you fear, starting small, can create a pathway to overcoming those fears. For example, if social situations make you anxious, consider initiating small conversations with acquaintances. Celebrate these small victories as they build confidence. Additionally, practicing mindfulness can help you stay grounded in the present, reducing the intensity of fearful thoughts as they arise. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or engaging in physical activity can shift your focus away from fear and cultivate a sense of control. Empowerment comes from actively choosing to confront and manage your fears, rather than letting them dictate your actions. Surround yourself with a supportive community that understands your journey. Sharing your experience can lessen the weight of your fears and provide encouragement. Remember, fear is a natural emotion, but it doesn't have to control your life. Each step you take toward acknowledging and addressing your fear can bring you closer to confidence and freedom. Embrace the journey of transformation and remind yourself that every small step counts. Chapter 3: Anger and Resentment. How anger acts as a transitional emotion. Anger is often viewed as a negative emotion, something to be avoided or suppressed. However, it can be a powerful signal that something deeper is at play. When we feel anger, it usually points to unmet needs or unaddressed feelings. This emotion can arise when our boundaries are crossed, when we feel ignored or disrespected, or when we experience unfairness. By paying attention to our anger, we can uncover underlying issues that require our attention. For example, anger can highlight feelings of helplessness or frustration. It can indicate that we are not being heard or that our rights are being violated. Recognizing anger as a signal can prompt us to explore what needs are not being met and what deeper emotions are simmering beneath the surface. Acknowledging anger can lead to significant personal growth and transformation. When we confront our anger instead of pushing it away, we create an opportunity for change. This emotion can serve as a catalyst for examining our values, beliefs, and boundaries. By reflecting on what triggers our anger, we can gain insight into our reactions and how we can manage them more constructively. Engaging with anger allows us to assess our situations, communicate our needs, and establish healthier relationships. It ultimately fosters a deeper understanding of ourselves and can motivate us to take positive action or make necessary changes. Embracing anger as part of our emotional landscape can lead to greater emotional intelligence and resilience. It can be helpful to practice mindfulness when experiencing anger. Taking a moment to breathe deeply, observe the sensation, and identify the underlying feelings can provide clarity and prevent reactions that we might later regret. This practice empowers us to express ourselves assertively rather than reactively, turning anger into an opportunity for meaningful dialogue. The power and danger of resentment. Resentment often begins as a simple feeling of anger or frustration towards someone or something that has caused us pain. However, when left unchecked, it can evolve into a toxic mindset, festering inside and affecting our mental health. Individuals consumed by resentment may experience anxiety, depression, and a constant feeling of being aggrieved. This emotional state can cloud judgment, leading to a cycle of negativity that colors interactions with others. Relationships can suffer immensely as well, since resentment tends to create barriers, preventing open communication. The more we harbor ill feelings, the more distant we become from those we care about, ultimately damaging connections that are essential for our well-being. The harm of resentment is not just emotional, it can manifest physically too. Stress associated with ongoing resentment can lead to various health issues, including insomnia, heightened blood pressure, and even chronic pain. This roller coaster of emotions can alienate friends and family who may struggle to understand the bitterness that seems to seep into every conversation. Over time, a cycle develops where our negative feelings push people away, leading to increased isolation, which in turn fuels more resentment. The barrier creates a vicious cycle that is hard to break free from, making it increasingly important to recognize these feelings before they spiral out of control. The cycle of resentment can creep into many areas of life, influencing decisions and actions in profound ways. For instance, consider someone who feels resentful due to a perceived lack of recognition at work. This individual might start to disengage, performing only the minimum required to avoid conflict. As their work quality declines, so too does their relationship with colleagues and supervisors. This situation can lead to missed promotions, further deepening feelings of inadequacy and resentment. The irony lies in that, while the individual wishes to be seen and valued, their actions based on resentment push others away, creating the very outcome they despise. Stories of individuals stuck in anger and how they overcame it. Many individuals experience anger as a powerful emotion, often finding themselves overwhelmed by it. Take the story of Mia, for instance. After a painful breakup, she felt a torrent of anger boiling inside her. Rather than lashing out, she decided to harness that energy into something constructive. Mia began attending a local art class where she expressed her feelings through painting. Each stroke of the brush allowed her to transform her anger into beautiful imagery, leaving her feeling lighter and more connected to herself. This transformation not only provided an outlet, but also opened doors to a supportive community that helped her heal. Then there's Mark, who discovered that his anger at work was affecting his relationships with colleagues. Instead of letting it fester, he took a brave step. Mark started communicating openly with his team about the pressures he faced and sought their input on handling these challenges together. This act of vulnerability changed the dynamics in the office, fostering a culture of collaboration and understanding. By converting his anger into a platform for dialogue, he not only alleviated his own distress, but also became a catalyst for positive change within the workplace. Healing from anger is a profound journey that often reveals core strengths within us. Individuals like Mia and Mark often reflect on their experiences, realizing that their anger was merely a signal, a call to address deeper issues. This realization is crucial. It teaches that anger can lead to healing when approached with an open heart and a willingness to grow. Many find that once they confront their anger, they also uncover patterns that may have held them back for years. By addressing these patterns, they create a pathway toward personal development and resilience. People also discover that sharing their stories of anger can be empowering. They often connect with others who have walked similar paths, fostering a sense of belonging and mutual support. This community can provide invaluable insights into how to cope with emotions healthily. It encourages individuals not only to heal, but also to embrace their emotions as part of what makes them human. A key part of this journey is learning to practice self-compassion and patience, understanding that healing takes time. The journey through anger can ultimately lead to greater self-awareness and a richer, more fulfilling life. To channel anger into constructive outcomes, practice mindfulness techniques. Take a moment to pause when feeling intense emotions. Deep breathing, writing in a journal, or engaging in physical activities can help redirect that energy into positive actions. Techniques for processing and releasing anger constructively. Recognizing and addressing anger in healthy ways is the first step toward managing it effectively. Everyone experiences anger. It's a normal emotion that can be triggered by various situations. Understanding the signs of anger is crucial. Notice how your body feels when you're angry. Is your heart racing? Are your fists clenched? Acknowledging these physical responses can help you pinpoint exactly when anger is taking hold. Once recognized, it's important to give yourself permission to feel that anger without judgment. Rather than suppressing it, which can lead to bigger issues later, learn to express it constructively. This might mean taking a moment to breathe deeply, counting to 10, or even stepping away from the situation for a brief period. By creating space between the stimulus and your reaction, you can approach your feelings with a clearer mind, allowing for healthier discussions or solutions to arise instead of escalating conflict. Channeling anger into positive action is a powerful way to transform that energy into something beneficial. Anger can serve as a motivational force. It can drive you to advocate for change in your life or the environment around you. One way to do this is by engaging in physical activity. Exercise is a fantastic outlet for anger and can lead to improved mood and well-being. Whether it's going for a run, hitting the gym, or practicing yoga, movement allows you to release pent-up energy in a healthy way. Additionally, consider tackling a project you've been putting off. Use that anger to fuel creativity. Write, paint, or start a home improvement task. This redirecting of energy not only helps release what you're feeling, but may also lead to a sense of accomplishment that can replace the anger with pride. Finding constructive ways to deal with anger can also involve seeking support from others. Sometimes, talking about what you're feeling with a friend, family member, or therapist can provide clarity and lead to insights that you might not have considered. Writing down your thoughts in a journal is another effective method to process emotions. This practice can help you articulate your feelings and reflect on what triggers your anger, giving you a better understanding of how to manage it in the future. Remember, the goal isn't to eliminate anger, but to understand and channel it wisely, turning a potentially destructive force into a catalyst for positive change. Chapter 4: Overcoming Guilt and Shame. The emotional weight of guilt and shame. Guilt and shame are powerful emotions that can have a significant impact on our emotional well-being. When we experience guilt, we feel a heavy burden about something we believe we did wrong or failed to do. This emotion can lead to a sense of unease, anxiety, and even depression. Shame, on the other hand, often stems from the perception that we are flawed or unworthy as a person. It can create a deep sense of isolation and put us in a state of constant self-judgment. These feelings can manifest in various ways, such as through self-criticism, withdrawal from relationships, or an overwhelming sense of sadness. The emotional weight of guilt and shame can be paralyzing, affecting not just how we view ourselves, but also how we interact with the world around us. The roots of guilt and shame are often intertwined with societal norms and personal experiences. Society has a way of establishing what is considered right and wrong, which can shape our beliefs and ultimately contribute to feelings of guilt when we stray from those expectations. Personal upbringing also plays a crucial role. If we were raised in an environment that emphasized perfectionism or harsh judgment, we might internalize these notions as adults. This creates a cycle where guilt and shame become ingrained in our identity, particularly when we perceive ourselves as failing to meet societal standards or personal expectations. Understanding the emotional weight of guilt and shame is essential for emotional healing. Recognizing that these feelings are common can help us begin to address them. It's often helpful to practice self-compassion and cognitive reframing, trying to view situations from a more forgiving perspective. This shift can lighten the burden and contribute to a healthier emotional state. Taking small steps like journaling your feelings or discussing them with a trusted friend can also promote healing. By confronting these emotions, we can begin to unravel their grip on our lives. How guilt can paralyze personal growth. Guilt is a powerful emotion, often rooting itself deeply within us and manifesting in various aspects of our lives. It can create a heavy burden, leading us to dwell excessively on our past mistakes or perceived shortcomings. This preoccupation with guilt can inhibit our ability to take risks or make choices that are beneficial for our personal development. When we are consumed by feelings of guilt, we often find ourselves stuck in a loop of self-criticism and regret. This loop can prevent us from pursuing new opportunities or exploring different paths in life, as the fear of making another mistake overshadows our motivation to grow. By allowing guilt to dictate our actions, we restrict our potential for self-discovery and the chance to move forward. Instead of engaging with new experiences, we cling to the past, missing out on opportunities for learning and growth. Real-life examples often highlight the paralyzing effects of guilt. Consider someone who has made a poor decision in a past relationship. The guilt from that mistake can linger, causing them to avoid new romantic encounters even when a great opportunity arises. They might continuously replay the missteps in their mind, convinced that they do not deserve happiness or that they will repeat the same mistakes. This leads to emotional stagnation, as they remain trapped in their guilt, rather than embracing the lessons learned and applying them to future relationships. Another common scenario involves career choices. An individual who feels guilty about leaving a previous job or not living up to family expectations may hesitate to pursue new roles. Their guilt can paralyze their confidence and drive, keeping them from taking necessary steps that could lead to fulfilling career advancement. These stories illustrate how guilt holds individuals back from not only personal growth, but also essential life experiences. Understanding how guilt affects our lives can be the first step toward breaking free from its grip. One practical tip is to practice self-forgiveness. Acknowledge your feelings of guilt, but also remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes. Reflect on the lessons learned rather than the weight of guilt itself. This shift in perspective can help you move forward with clarity and purpose. Embracing the idea that mistakes are a natural part of growth allows for healing and opens the door to new possibilities. Strategies for forgiveness and self-compassion. Forgiveness is often seen as a gift we give to others, but it's equally important to extend that same grace to ourselves. Cultivating forgiveness towards oneself and others begins with understanding the nature of our pain and the hold it may have over us. One effective technique is to practice mindfulness, which allows us to observe our feelings without judgment. This can help create space between our pain and our responses, making it easier to recognize that everyone makes mistakes. Additionally, writing letters to those we need to forgive, whether they be ourselves or others, can be a powerful exercise. It allows us to articulate our feelings and release pent-up emotions, even if we never send those letters. It's about letting go, not forgetting, and acknowledging that forgiveness doesn't condone the behavior, but it frees us from the burden of resentment. Self-compassion plays a pivotal role in healing the wounds of guilt and shame. When we find ourselves entangled in feelings of inadequacy, recognizing that we are not alone in these struggles can be incredibly liberating. Everyone experiences guilt or shame at some point, and normalizing these emotions is the first step towards healing. Practicing self-compassion involves treating ourselves with the same kindness we would offer a friend in a similar situation. This can be as simple as acknowledging our feelings without self-criticism and reassuring ourselves that imperfection is part of the human experience. When we show ourselves compassion, we begin to dismantle the walls built by guilt and shame and create a pathway to inner peace. As we navigate through forgiveness and self-compassion, it's vital to remember that progress is often non-linear. Some days will feel heavier than others, but that's perfectly okay. A practical tip to foster a continuous practice of forgiveness is to set a reminder in your daily routine that prompts you to reflect on your feelings of guilt or resentment. Use this time to reaffirm your commitment to let go of these burdens, even if just for that moment. Embracing forgiveness as an ongoing journey means allowing ourselves the grace to stumble while continuing to move toward healing, moving from guilt to empowerment. Transforming feelings of guilt into decisions and actions that empower us is a powerful process. It begins with self-reflection, where individuals take a step back and analyze what the guilt is revealing about their values and beliefs. Understanding the source of guilt can provide insight into personal motivations and areas for growth. Instead of letting guilt weigh us down, we can use it as a catalyst for change. Acknowledge the feeling without judgment, and ask yourself what specific actions can be taken to amend the situation or learn from it. This proactive approach turns guilt into a guiding force rather than a paralyzing emotion. Small steps like making amends or investing time in personal development can help cultivate a sense of empowerment. By setting achievable goals that align with our newfound insights, we can move steadily toward a more fulfilling path, where guilt transitions to motivation. Many individuals have faced guilt yet emerged stronger through their journey of transformation. For instance, a young woman named Sarah struggled with guilt after losing touch with a close friend due to life's distractions. Instead of holding on to that guilt, she decided to reach out and reconnect, expressing her feelings and intentions to rekindle their friendship. This act not only strengthened their bond, but also left Sarah feeling lighter and more empowered. Similarly, a man named John faced guilt after making a career choice that he later deemed wrong. Rather than sulking in regret, he took it upon himself to pursue further education in a field he was passionate about. Through continuous learning and networking, John turned his situation around and built a fulfilling career, demonstrating that guilt can pivot us toward growth rather than stagnation. These stories highlight the transformative power of embracing guilt as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Moving from guilt to empowerment isn't just personal, it's about fostering growth in our communities. Sharing stories of overcoming guilt can inspire others to take their own steps toward empowerment. By discussing challenges openly, we often find commonality in experiences and create a support system for those struggling with similar feelings. It's important to remind ourselves that feeling guilty is human, but what we choose to do with that feeling is what sets us apart. Engage with your emotions constructively and consider keeping a journal where you can articulate what you feel and explore potential actions. This practice can clarify thoughts and feelings, allowing guilt to transform into a powerful motivator. Remember, it's not the guilt itself that determines our path. It's our response to it that can open the door to empowerment. Chapter 5: Frustration and Impatience. The experience of feeling stuck in life. Feeling stuck is a common experience that many people face at different points in their lives. This sensation can manifest in various ways, such as a sense of emptiness, frustration, or even anxiety about the future. People might find themselves going through the motions of daily life without any real enthusiasm or purpose. Often, this state of being can be tied to aspects such as unfulfilling jobs, stagnant relationships, or a lack of personal growth. The disconnect between where one is and where one desires to be can create an overwhelming feeling of frustration. Many may spend a lot of their time waiting for change to happen or hoping for circumstances to improve without taking any actionable steps toward their goals. As a result, this can feel like being in a rut, trapped in a cycle where each day feels the same, leading to further despondency. Recognizing the feelings of stagnation can be a powerful catalyst for change. Often, the discomfort of being stuck nudges people to reflect on what they truly want out of life and what might be holding them back. Acknowledging these emotions is the first step toward personal growth. It is essential to dissect these feelings and understand their sources, whether they arise from fear of failure, lack of motivation, or external circumstances. By confronting these feelings instead of ignoring them, individuals can map a path forward. They might start reevaluating their goals, seeking new opportunities, or even allowing themselves to take risks they had previously avoided. This recognition can motivate a shift in perspective, igniting a desire for exploration and change, ultimately leading to personal transformation. It's beneficial to regularly check in with oneself to evaluate feelings and set intentions. Journaling about daily experiences, emotions, and aspirations can provide clarity and highlight patterns in one's life. This practice fosters self awareness and often uncovers desires that have been left unaddressed. Whether it's trying out new hobbies, connecting with others, or seeking professional guidance, taking small steps can gradually lead to a renewed sense of purpose. Embracing the discomfort of feeling stuck can turn into a powerful tool for growth, enabling individuals to not just hope for change, but to actively create it. Why frustration is often a sign of growth. Frustration often emerges when our expectations clash with reality. This feeling can be uncomfortable, maybe even overwhelming, but it serves a crucial purpose. When we experience frustration, it pushes us to evaluate our current situation. This evaluation can spark important realizations about our goals, our relationships, or our chosen paths. Instead of viewing frustration as a defeat, recognizing it as a signal to reflect can be transformative. This discomfort may encourage us to explore new perspectives or alternative approaches that we hadn't considered before. Occasionally, frustration can shake us out of complacency, prompting significant shifts in how we think and act. By navigating through this feeling, we often discover insights about ourselves that may have remained hidden in more comfortable times. Many stories illustrate how frustration has led to significant personal growth. Take, for example, a young artist who struggled for years to capture her vision on canvas. Each failed attempt left her feeling defeated, but instead of giving up, she used that frustration as motivation. After reflecting on her work, she realized she was trying to mimic styles that didn't resonate with her true self. This realization led her to experiment boldly with colors and techniques that felt authentic. The result was a breakthrough that not only defined her artistic style, but also filled her with immense joy and confidence. In another instance, consider an entrepreneur whose startup faced countless obstacles. Every setback brought waves of frustration, leaving him questioning his choices. However, after a particularly challenging month, he took time to analyze what went wrong. This reflection helped him spot a pattern in his business strategies. Learning from these mistakes, he pivoted his approach and focused on his customers' real needs. This change didn't just save his business, it propelled it to unforeseen success. These stories highlight that frustration, while distressing, often serves as a catalyst for profound and positive change. Recognizing frustration as a powerful teacher can encourage growth. The next time you encounter frustration, allow yourself to pause and reflect. Consider what this feeling is trying to tell you about your current circumstances. Use that insight as fuel to propel yourself toward positive change. How to reframe impatience as a learning tool. Impatience often feels like a negative emotion, but it can actually serve as a powerful indicator for personal growth. When you experience impatience, it usually means that you desire change or progress in some aspect of your life. This sensation can highlight areas that require attention. For instance, if you find yourself impatient in your career, it might signify a need for new challenges or skills. Instead of treating impatience purely as a nuisance, view it as a signal pointing toward your aspirations and goals. Recognizing impatience in this way helps you understand your inner motivations, leading to more profound insights about what you want to achieve. Moreover, reframing impatience encourages you to reflect on your learning journey. Each moment of impatience provides an opportunity to assess what you have learned and what still needs honing. Are you rushing into things without adequate preparation, or are you stuck due to self-doubt? Identifying these patterns through your moments of impatience fosters awareness and clarity. This shift in perspective converts impatience into a catalyst for personal development, enabling you to identify paths for improvement and growth. Once you acknowledge impatience as a sign of your potential for growth, the next step is to harness it effectively. One technique is to break down your broader goals into small, manageable tasks. When impatience strikes, instead of allowing it to lead to frustration, channel that energy into completing a small step toward your goal. This action not only alleviates your impatience, but also propels you closer to achieving your aspirations. Watching your progress unfold, even in tiny increments, can help satisfy that underlying urge for change. Another approach is to create a timeline for your goals, which adds structure to your ambitions. When you feel impatient, Refer to your timeline and assess whether you are on track or need to adjust your expectations. This can help transform impatience from a feeling of waiting into a proactive engagement with your objectives. Additionally, consider allowing your impatience to fuel newfound exploration, whether diving deeper into research on a subject of interest or networking with those who share your aspirations. Impatience can motivate you to take bold steps forward, ensuring that you remain engaged and proactive rather than stagnant. When faced with impatience, remember to treat it as a prompt for action. Engaging with this feeling creatively can lead to meaningful insights and productive results. Recognizing impatience as an opportunity to learn can inspire you to take that next step and keep moving forward on your journey. Techniques for finding patience and flow. Practicing patience in daily life can be a challenge, especially in a world that demands instant gratification. One effective way to cultivate patience is mindfulness meditation. Engaging in short, regular meditation sessions helps you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions, allowing you to respond to situations calmly instead of reacting impulsively. Another practice is to consciously slow down your activities. For example, when you feel rushed, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself that it's okay to take your time. Setting small, achievable goals throughout your day can also enhance your sense of patience, as you learn to appreciate the progress you make rather than focusing solely on the end result. Furthermore, developing empathy for others can deepen your capacity for patience. Understanding that everyone has their own struggles can help you remain compassionate in frustrating situations. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool. By focusing on what you appreciate in your life, you shift your attention away from what annoys you, making it easier to remain patient in stressful moments. Achieving a flow state is about finding that sweet spot where you are fully immersed in an activity, leading to heightened creativity and productivity. One of the key methods to reach this state is to choose activities that you are passionate about and that challenge you just enough to keep you engaged without overwhelming you. Setting clear goals can also help align your focus, as knowing what you want to achieve creates a sense of direction. Eliminating distractions is critical in fostering a flow state. This may mean creating a dedicated workspace free of interruptions or using apps that block notifications during work hours. Additionally, establishing a routine that signals to your brain it's time to focus can be beneficial. This routine could include specific warm-up activities related to your task, such as journaling or stretching, to prepare your mind and body for the work ahead. Regularly reflecting on your experiences can help you identify what triggers your flow state, making it easier to recreate those conditions in the future. One practical tip to seamlessly integrate both patience and flow into your daily life is to start small. Choose one activity, like reading a book or doing a puzzle, and dedicate a set amount of uninterrupted time to it. You'll find that by giving yourself the space to be present in that moment, you'll cultivate patience naturally while also opening the pathways to experiencing flow. Chapter 6: Doubt and Worry. The mental and emotional toll of chronic worry. Constant worrying can cloud our minds, making it difficult to think clearly and focus on the tasks at hand. This ongoing mental fog can lead to poor decision-making and can keep us trapped in a cycle of anxiety where we focus more on worst-case scenarios rather than assessing situations realistically. With each cycle of worry, our emotional well-being deteriorates. Feelings of panic or sadness can emerge, and we might become irritable or withdrawn from social activities. It's as if a heavy weight sits on our chest, stifling our ability to experience joy or contentment in daily life. The effects of chronic worry extend beyond just our minds. They can significantly impact our bodies. When we worry, our body enters a state of heightened alertness, activating the stress response. This response can trigger a release of stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, causing physical symptoms such as increased heart rate, muscle tension, and digestive problems. Over time, these physiological effects can accumulate, leading to conditions like hypertension, heart disease, or even weakened immune function. It's important to recognize that the cycle of worry not only troubles our minds, but also engages our bodies in an exhausting dance of distress. In recognizing the impact of chronic worry, it can be helpful to counteract these effects with simple practices. Incorporating mindfulness techniques or engaging in physical activity can shift your focus away from worry and promote mental clarity and emotional balance. Just taking a few deep breaths when you notice your mind spiraling can ground you, allowing space for clarity and reducing the physical stress that follows chronic worry. These can be small yet powerful steps toward reclaiming your mental peace and overall well being. Understanding how doubt erodes confidence. Doubt can quietly infiltrate our minds, often starting as a whisper that grows louder over time. Self doubt is the nagging feeling that we are not good enough, capable enough, or deserving enough. This relentless inner critic can chip away at our self esteem, creating a cycle where the less confidence we have, the more doubt we feel. Each time we hesitate to act on our ideas or share our opinions, we reinforce the belief that we are inferior or unworthy. This diminishing self esteem can manifest in various ways, from avoiding challenges to feeling anxious in social situations. Over time, these feelings create a barrier that prevents us from fully engaging with our lives. Recognizing the link between self doubt and low self esteem is crucial to breaking this cycle and beginning the journey toward rebuilding our confidence. Consider the story of Michael, who for years hesitated to pursue his passion for painting. He loved art, but consistently told himself he wasn't talented enough. It wasn't until a friend encouraged him to display his work at a local gallery that Michael found the courage to take that step. The experience was nerve-wracking, but the positive feedback he received was a turning point. This validation helped him see that his self-doubt had been unfounded and that taking risks could lead to fulfilling experiences. Similarly, Sarah struggled with public speaking. For a long time, the fear of embarrassing herself held her back from sharing her ideas in meetings. When she finally joined a speaking club, she discovered a supportive community that helped her practice and improve. Each small success she experienced chipped away at her doubts, allowing her to regain her confidence over time. These examples show that overcoming doubt often begins with taking a single step outside of our comfort zones. It's not the absence of doubt that leads to confidence, but the willingness to act in spite of it. To combat self-doubt, try keeping a journal where you record your achievements, no matter how small. Reflecting on your progress can help shift your perspective and remind you of your capabilities. Acknowledging even the tiniest successes can serve as a powerful motivator to continue pushing through doubts. The role of mindfulness in addressing worry and self-doubt. Mindfulness is a transformative practice that holds great potential for managing the worries that often cloud our minds. By focusing on the present moment, mindfulness allows us to step back from the overwhelming thoughts that typify our daily lives. This powerful tool helps us observe our worries without judgment, creating a space where we can understand our feelings rather than simply reacting to them. The idea is not to eliminate worry altogether, but to change our relationship with it. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to recognize when worry arises and to acknowledge it as just a thought, rather than an absolute truth. This shift can significantly reduce the grip that anxiety has on us, empowering us to face our worries with a clearer perspective. Incorporating practical mindfulness exercises into our daily routines can further enhance our ability to reduce self-doubt. Simple techniques such as focused breathing or body scans can ground us in the moment, allowing self-doubt to dissipate into the background. For example, taking a few intentional breaths when feeling self-critical can create a counterbalance to those negative thoughts. Visualization is another effective exercise. Imagining a safe space can help to cultivate a sense of confidence and security. As we engage in these practices, we develop a more compassionate relationship with ourselves, learning to replace judgment and harshness with understanding and support. This ongoing practice fosters resilience and fortifies our ability to navigate through life's challenges with assurance. To deepen your mindfulness practice, consider setting aside a few minutes each day for reflection. Creating a dedicated space to sit quietly and check in with your thoughts can make a significant difference. As you practice, remember to approach your thoughts with kindness. Embrace the notion that it's okay to feel uncertain or anxious. These feelings are part of the human experience. The more you cultivate this awareness, the more empowered you will be to manage worry and self-doubt effectively. This journey towards mindfulness is not about achieving perfection, but finding clarity amidst the noise of life. Real-life examples of overcoming constant worry. Many individuals have faced constant worry in their lives, feeling as though a heavy cloud loomed over them. One of these inspiring stories is that of Sarah, a single mother who worried daily about providing for her children. Sarah often found herself lying awake at night, imagining worst-case scenarios regarding her job security. However, after attending a local support group, she realized she was not alone. Hearing others share their stories gave her the courage to confront her fears. She began to take small steps, such as budgeting her finances more wisely and seeking opportunities for professional development. Over time, Sarah transformed her worrying into actionable plans, finding not just hope, but a path toward a more stable life. This shift not only eased her anxieties, but also empowered her to set a positive example for her children. Another remarkable story involves John, a college student paralyzed by the fear of failure. With each exam approaching, his anxiety spiraled, often leaving him too stressed to study. After a particularly challenging semester, John sought help from a campus counselor who taught him practical anxiety reduction techniques, such as mindfulness and deep breathing exercises. As he practiced these techniques, John discovered that while he couldn't control every outcome, he could manage his response to stress. He learned the importance of embracing failure as a part of growth. And with this newfound perspective, he began to take risks in his academic life, which ultimately led him to achieve success beyond his expectations. From these journeys, we see that the path to peace of mind often begins with acknowledging our worries and taking actionable steps towards addressing them. Both Sarah and John highlight valuable lessons. Connection fosters support, and taking small, proactive steps can lead to significant change. By reframing our perspectives on worry, we can transform it from a debilitating force into a catalyst for growth. Cultivating resilience through self-awareness and community can greatly enhance our mental well-being. To manage constant worry more effectively, consider implementing small daily practices, such as gratitude journaling or setting aside time for mindfulness meditation, which can help shift your focus toward the positive aspects of your life. Chapter 7: Neutrality and Acceptance. The middle ground of emotional neutrality. Emotional neutrality is often misunderstood as a lack of feelings, but it is much more nuanced. It represents a balance point where individuals can observe their emotions without being swept away by them. This state of neutrality allows people to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively to emotional situations. Recognizing and achieving emotional neutrality is significant because it provides a stable foundation amidst life's highs and lows. In a world where emotions run high, being able to step back into neutrality can enhance decision-making, reduce stress, and foster resilience. It becomes a skill that facilitates better communication and enables clearer thinking, especially in challenging circumstances. By cultivating an awareness of emotions while maintaining a detached perspective, individuals create space for more measured and rational responses. Neutrality can serve as a much-needed respite from emotional turmoil, acting almost like a protective barrier against overwhelming feelings. When life throws challenging situations our way, whether it's a personal loss, a stressful work environment, or relationship conflicts, stepping into neutrality can offer a reprieve. It provides an opportunity to recharge emotionally. By finding that middle ground, we detach from the relentless cycle of emotional highs and lows, gaining clarity as we sift through our feelings without judgment. In this space of calm, people often discover new insights about their emotional experiences, enabling them to process what they feel more constructively. This can lead to better emotional health, as individuals learn not just to endure their emotions, but to understand and navigate them more skillfully. Striving for emotional neutrality does not mean rejecting emotions, but rather acknowledging them without overwhelming oneself. Practicing mindfulness and engaging in self-reflection are effective techniques to foster this state. As people learn to tune into their emotional landscape, they can discern when to lean into feelings and when to step back into neutrality. A useful tip is to set aside moments in your day for mindfulness practices, such as deep breathing or journaling. These practices can help create the habit of checking in with your emotional state and choosing neutrality when necessary, leading to a more balanced and resilient approach to life's emotional challenges. How acceptance opens the door to emotional healing. Acceptance plays a vital role in the journey of healing and personal growth. When we encounter difficulties, whether they are emotional, physical, or situational, the instinct to resist or deny our feelings often arises. This resistance, however, can create additional pain and prolong suffering. By embracing acceptance, we acknowledge our current reality without judgment. This simple act of recognizing what is, good or bad, allows us to process our emotions more effectively. When we accept things as they are, we free ourselves from the heavy burden of expectations and the endless cycle of what-ifs. This shift not only helps in alleviating distress, but also paves the way for genuine growth. Acknowledging our struggles supports us in understanding our needs, leading to healthier choices and emotional responses. Acceptance is not about giving up. Rather, it serves as a foundation that fosters resilience and the capacity to adapt. Integrating acceptance into daily life can be transformative. To start, practicing mindfulness can be incredibly beneficial. By taking time each day to sit quietly and focus on the present moment, we cultivate a habit of awareness. This practice allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without labeling them as good or bad. Another practical method is to engage in self-compassionate dialogues. Instead of criticizing ourselves harshly in times of struggle, we can nurture an internal voice that acknowledges our experiences and fosters kindness. Writing in a journal can also aid in the acceptance process. By expressing feelings on paper, we create a safe space for exploring emotions without fear of judgment. Moreover, surrounding ourselves with supportive figures who reinforce acceptance can help cement these practices. Sharing experiences and feelings in a safe environment encourages emotional growth and resilience. One practical tip to ease into acceptance is to set aside a few minutes daily for reflection. Use this time to think about a hard situation you encountered and consciously choose to accept it as part of your journey. Acknowledge any discomfort without trying to change it. This practice helps build a muscle for acceptance that can make difficult emotions less overwhelming. Remember, the path to emotional healing often begins with the simple yet profound act of accepting life as it unfolds. Why neutrality is a powerful emotional state. Engaging in an emotionally neutral state offers numerous benefits that can transform the way we interact with our world. When we achieve neutrality, we allow ourselves to step back from emotional highs and lows, creating a sense of balance within our lives. In this state, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming entangled in them. This clarity enables us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, making it easier to navigate complex situations. Furthermore, remaining neutral helps to reduce personal stress levels. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by emotions, we find space to breathe, reflect, and maintain our well-being, ultimately leading to better decision-making that is grounded in reason rather than emotion. Neutrality plays a crucial role in conflict resolution and stress management. When conflicts arise, emotions can quickly escalate, making it difficult to communicate effectively. By approaching tensions from a neutral standpoint, we can de-escalate volatile situations. This calm perspective allows us to listen actively, understand different viewpoints, and create a collaborative atmosphere that fosters resolution. Moreover, neutrality helps us manage stress by promoting a sense of detachment from the source of our stressors. When we strive to remain neutral, we can assess challenges objectively, separating ourselves from the emotional weight they carry. This shift in perspective empowers us to tackle issues without being bogged down by anxiety or frustration. Finding ways to cultivate an emotionally neutral state can be an enriching journey. A simple method to practice this is through mindfulness techniques, such as meditation or deep breathing exercises. These practices can anchor us in the present moment, making it easier to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment. By incorporating moments of stillness into our daily routine, we can enhance our ability to stay neutral, which in turn opens doors to more harmonious relationships and a clearer mind. Tools for cultivating acceptance in difficult situations. Building acceptance in emotionally charged situations often feels impossible, yet it can be achieved with practical strategies. One key approach is mindfulness, which encourages being present in the moment without judgment. By pausing to observe thoughts and feelings as they arise, individuals can cultivate a sense of clarity. This awareness helps to create mental space, allowing acceptance to flourish, even amidst confusion and distress. Additionally, reframing thoughts can shift the perspective on a situation. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, they can be seen as opportunities for growth. This reframing helps in recognizing that while emotions are valid, they don't have to dictate reactions. Another important strategy involves self-compassion. Treating oneself with kindness during tough times can foster a nurturing internal dialogue. When feelings of frustration or inadequacy surface, responding with understanding, just as one would with a friend, can soften the emotional blow. Embracing imperfections is essential. No one is perfect, and acknowledging this can ease the pressure individuals often place on themselves during crises. It can also help to connect with others who share similar experiences. Opening up to friends, family, or support groups creates a sense of community, reminding everyone that they are not alone in their struggles, which encourages acceptance of their journey. Engaging in guided exercises can significantly enhance one's ability to embrace acceptance. One useful exercise involves writing a letter to oneself during a difficult time. This letter should express understanding and compassion for one's feelings. Reflecting on it later can provide insight into personal growth and reinforce acceptance. Another powerful exercise is visualization. Imagine a serene place where challenges are less overwhelming. Picture yourself calmly navigating through difficulties, seeing how you respond with acceptance rather than resistance. This mental imagery can prepare individuals to handle real-life situations more gracefully. Breathing exercises can also be an effective tool. Taking slow, deep breaths while focusing on calming thoughts can ground one's emotions. This practice lowers anxiety and cultivates an inner state of acceptance to face whatever comes next. As a regular practice, consider setting aside moments each day for mindfulness meditation, where acceptance can be the focal point. Begin with just a few minutes, gradually increasing the duration as comfort grows. Through consistent practice of these exercises, individuals can effectively strengthen their acceptance qualities, enabling them to navigate life's unpredictable nature more gracefully. In fostering acceptance, remember that it is a process, not a destination. Each effort you make, however small, contributes to a larger, more accepting mindset. Chapter 8. Optimism and Hope. How optimism changes your mindset and life outcomes. Having an optimistic mindset can profoundly influence how we perceive and respond to life's challenges. When faced with difficulties, optimists tend to view these situations as temporary and surmountable. This perspective encourages resilience, as it instills a belief that solutions can be found. Optimists often experience less stress since they approach problems with a hopeful attitude, believing that outcomes can improve. This way of thinking transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth and learning rather than insurmountable obstacles. Moreover, an optimistic outlook fosters better relationships. People who display positivity often attract others, making it easier to build social connections. Friends and colleagues are drawn to those who radiate hope and enthusiasm, creating a supportive environment that reinforces optimistic attitudes. This supportive social network subsequently enhances mental well-being and encourages a positive feedback loop, where optimism flourishes even further. Numerous studies have showcased the substantial benefits of maintaining an optimistic perspective. Research indicates that individuals with a positive outlook are not only healthier, but also enjoy longer lifespans. Optimism is linked to lower levels of stress hormones and improved immune function. Scientists have found that optimistic people recover more quickly from illnesses and surgeries, likely due to their view of challenges as manageable and their proactive approach to health-related behaviors. Additionally, studies suggest that optimism enhances performance in various aspects of life, including education and work. An optimistic individual is more likely to set and pursue challenging goals, demonstrating greater perseverance. This drive often leads to higher achievement, creating a cycle of success that further reinforces optimism. Understanding these scientific findings can inspire individuals to cultivate a more positive mindset, leading to an overall enhancement in life quality and satisfaction. Practicing gratitude daily is a simple yet effective way to nurture optimism. By consciously acknowledging things we are thankful for, we can shift our focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in our lives. This shift in perspective can gradually transform our mindset, making it easier to face challenges with hope and resilience. The difference between false hope and genuine optimism. Realistic optimism is about having a hopeful outlook grounded in the reality of situations. It involves understanding the challenges at hand while maintaining a sense of possibility. This type of optimism looks at facts, evaluates risks, and expects positive outcomes based on effort and preparation. On the other hand, baseless hope is like a wish without foundation. It often ignores reality and pushes aside difficulties, leading to disappointment when situations don't work out as imagined. People who lean on baseless hope may find themselves caught in a cycle of believing things will change without making any real effort to create that change. Understanding this difference is crucial. Realistic optimism allows individuals to face problems head-on, developing solutions while keeping a positive spirit. It's about resilience and the belief that even if things don't go according to plan, one can adapt and overcome. In contrast, baseless hope can lead to inaction because it fosters the illusion that desirable outcomes will occur without input or effort. Recognizing these nuances helps individuals cultivate healthier mindsets. To cultivate genuine hope, it's important to develop a mindset that embraces positivity while being grounded in practicality. One effective way to start is by setting realistic goals. Goals should be challenging, yet achievable, as this helps create a sense of progress and motivation. Breaking larger objectives into smaller, more manageable steps can make them less overwhelming. Celebrating small victories along the way reinforces hope, as each achievement serves as a reminder that change is possible when effort is applied. Additionally, surrounding oneself with supportive and optimistic people can significantly influence one's outlook. Engaging with those who inspire resilience and encouragement can shift perspectives and foster an environment where hope thrives. Practicing gratitude is another powerful tool. By focusing on what is positive in life and recognizing the aspects that bring joy, individuals can shift their mindset away from fear and towards hope. These practices build a foundation of genuine hope that is not just a fleeting emotion, but a sustainable way of navigating challenges. Lastly, taking care of one's mental and physical well-being plays a crucial role in nurturing hope. Regular exercise, mindfulness practices, and simply taking time for oneself lead to a healthier mindset. When we're in a good place mentally and physically, we are much more equipped to face life's challenges with optimism. Building this foundation is essential for creating a hopeful future on which genuine optimism can be built, allowing individuals to navigate life's uncertainties more gracefully. Stories of transformation through hope. Narratives of transformation often begin with a glimmer of hope. For many, this spark comes during the darkest moments of their lives. Take the story of Eva, a young woman who found herself battling depression after losing her job. She felt trapped in a cycle of despair, unable to see a way forward. One day, while scrolling through social media, she came across a group dedicated to helping people regain their confidence and find new opportunities. This group became a beacon of hope for Eva. Through their support and encouragement, she learned to set small goals for herself, which eventually led to securing a new job that reignited her passion for her career. Eva's transformation vividly illustrates how hope can catalyze significant life changes, enabling individuals to break free from their limitations and embrace new beginnings. Recognizing the signs of hope in our lives can be pivotal. Whether it's during moments of stillness or through small achievements, hope invites us to reflect on our aspirations. Engaging with supportive communities and embracing personalized goals can enhance this experience, guiding us toward fulfilling transformations. Embracing hope isn't just about waiting for change. It's about actively participating in our own narratives and making choices that lead us closer to the lives we desire. Techniques to cultivate hope and positivity. Building a foundation of hope begins with daily habits that reinforce a positive outlook. One powerful practice is gratitude journaling. Taking a few moments each day to reflect on what you are thankful for shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in your life. This simple act of writing down 3 things that bring you joy or comfort can spark a sense of hope and remind you of the good that exists, even in challenging times. Another effective habit is setting small, achievable goals. When you outline clear steps toward a larger objective, each small victory becomes a source of motivation. Celebrate these achievements, no matter how minor they seem, as they foster a sense of progress and purpose. Engaging with a supportive community can also enhance feelings of hope. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift and encourage you, as their positivity can be contagious and inspire you to cultivate hope in your own life. Incorporating daily exercises aimed at promoting a positive mindset can significantly influence how you perceive and tackle life's challenges. Start each day with a few minutes of mindfulness meditation. This practice grounds you in the present moment, helping to clear away worries and negative thoughts. As you focus on your breath, visualize positive outcomes for your day, which can lead to the manifestation of those hopeful feelings. Additionally, engage in physical activity regularly. Exercise releases endorphins, which are chemicals in the brain that act as natural mood lifters. Whether it's a brisk walk, a dance class, or yoga, moving your body can enhance your outlook and resilience. Lastly, practicing positive affirmations can reshape your inner dialogue. By repeating uplifting statements about your abilities and potential, you can reprogram your mind to expect and pursue positivity. Remember, fostering hope and positivity is an ongoing journey. It can be as simple as establishing routines that reinforce your good intentions and remind yourself that every day brings new opportunities for growth and joy. Consistency in these practices can transform your mindset over time. Chapter 9. The Power of Contentment. Defining contentment and its role in emotional stability. Contentment is a state of being satisfied with what one has, rather than longing for what one does not possess. It is a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that can significantly contribute to emotional stability. When we feel content, we are less likely to engage in negative comparisons with others or allow outside pressures to dictate our happiness. This inner tranquility fosters a sense of security that enables us to handle life's challenges more effectively. By cultivating contentment, we create a solid foundation for emotional health, reducing anxiety, and enhancing resilience. Contentment encourages gratitude, allowing us to appreciate life's small pleasures, and helps to diminish feelings of dissatisfaction that can lead to emotional turmoil. Recognizing the importance of contentment is crucial for enhancing our emotional well-being. It can often be overlooked in the pursuit of more success, more possessions, and more approval. However, by shifting our focus from the insatiable desire for accumulation to the appreciation of our current circumstances, we can cultivate a richer, more rewarding life. This mindset encourages us to find joy in simple moments, whether it's enjoying a favorite book, spending time with loved ones, or appreciating nature's beauty. Actively nurturing contentment requires mindfulness and the practice of gratitude. Taking time each day to reflect on what we are thankful for can gradually shift our perspective, leading to deeper emotional stability. Practicing contentment does not mean we should stop setting goals or striving for improvement in our lives. Instead, it is about finding joy in the journey while still holding aspirations. A practical tip for enhancing contentment involves creating a daily gratitude journal. Jotting down even the smallest things you appreciate can foster a deeper sense of satisfaction and joy in life. By savoring these moments, you establish a habit of looking for the good, thereby reinforcing a stable emotional state that can guide you through both calm and turbulent times. How contentment contrasts with complacency. Contentment is often viewed as a positive state of mind, representing satisfaction and a sense of well-being with what one has. It is the warm glow of appreciating life as it is, savoring moments, and cherishing relationships. Complacency, on the other hand, can creep in quietly, often disguised as contentment. It represents a state where a person becomes too comfortable, losing the drive to pursue growth or improvement. The danger lies in how easily these two states can be confused. Contentment encourages gratitude and peace, while complacency fosters stagnation and an aversion to change. Recognizing this fine line is crucial, as being content should inspire further exploration rather than a halt in personal development. When we feel content, we can enjoy our achievements, but if that contentment turns into complacency, we risk becoming stagnant, missing opportunities for growth and adventure. To enjoy contentment without slipping into complacency, it's essential to maintain a growth mindset. This means seeking new experiences and learning from them, even when feeling satisfied with current circumstances. Setting new goals, however small, can help ensure that you remain engaged with life's journey. It could be as simple as taking up a new hobby, deepening existing relationships, or learning something new. Another effective tactic is to regularly reflect on your aspirations and dreams. Understanding where you want to go can keep your sense of contentment dynamic and evolving. Surrounding yourself with motivated individuals can also foster an environment of growth, inspiring you to push beyond your comfort zone. Remember that contentment should never mean settling for less. It's about finding joy in the present while being open to future possibilities. Striving for balance allows you to enjoy the now while remaining excited about what lies ahead. Maintaining a journal can be a practical tip, helping you track your feelings of contentment and areas where you seek growth. Writing regularly about your experiences allows you to celebrate small victories while identifying where you might want to stretch your boundaries, ensuring that contentment enriches your life rather than confines it. Personal stories of living a contented life. Heartfelt stories about individuals who embrace contentment often reveal the beauty in simple moments. Take, for example, Sarah, a grandmother who found joy in her garden. Each morning, she would rise early to tend to her flowers, losing herself in the vibrant colors and sweet aromas. For Sarah, contentment wasn't tied to grand successes, but rather the quiet satisfaction of nurturing life and watching things grow. Her neighbors often noticed the glow in her face as she shared flowers and stories over tea. This simple act of giving brought her immense fulfillment, illustrating that contentment can flourish in small, everyday exchanges. Similarly, James, a retired teacher, discovered contentment through reconnecting with his passion for painting. After years of nurturing young minds, he began to express his own creativity, transforming his living room into an art studio. Each brushstroke became a reminder of the joys he once felt as a teacher inspiring students. Through this rediscovery, James learned that contentment often requires embracing our true selves and pursuing forgotten passions, allowing for a richer life experience. Lessons learned from achieving and maintaining contentment often revolve around acceptance and gratitude. People like Sarah and James demonstrate that contentment isn't about constant happiness, but rather the acceptance of life's ebb and flow. It involves cultivating an appreciation for what one has, rather than what is lacking. Adopting a gratitude practice can shift perspectives significantly. Even noting small joys at the end of each day can enhance overall life satisfaction. By embracing the present, celebrating achievements, and accepting imperfections, individuals can foster a deeper sense of contentment that withstands life's challenges. To nurture a contented life, consider reflecting on your personal joys and passions. Engage in activities that bring you happiness and connect with others through shared experiences. Whether it's gardening, painting, or any other passion, immersing yourself fully in these moments allows for a greater appreciation of life's simple pleasures. Mindfulness practices for cultivating contentment. Mindfulness is a powerful practice that can lead to a deeper sense of contentment. One effective technique is to focus on your breath. Taking a few moments each day to simply observe your breathing can help anchor you in the present moment. As you inhale and exhale, notice how each breath feels. Is it calm and steady, or quick and shallow? This awareness allows you to connect with your body and mind, fostering a sense of peace and satisfaction. Another technique involves body scanning. By directing your attention to different parts of your body, you cultivate a greater awareness of physical sensations. Start from the top of your head and gradually move down to your toes. Pay attention to areas of tension or discomfort and consciously relax them. This practice not only enhances your physical awareness, but also allows you to appreciate the sensations of contentment that your body can provide. Gratitude journaling is also an incredibly effective mindfulness practice to boost contentment. Each evening, take a few minutes to jot down 3 things you are grateful for that day. These could be large or small items, from a delicious meal to a warm conversation with a friend. This simple practice shifts your focus away from what you lack and towards the abundance already present in your life, transforming your perspective and nurturing a deeper sense of satisfaction. Integrating guided meditations into your daily routine can significantly enhance your mindfulness practice. Many apps and online platforms offer various guided meditations specifically tailored to cultivate contentment. Look for meditations that focus on self-compassion and gratitude. Allowing someone to guide you can remove some of the pressure to perform during meditation and encourage a more relaxed and open state of mind. Additionally, consider setting aside a few moments each day for mindful walking. Choose a quiet path and focus on the sensation of your feet touching the ground. Feel the rhythm of your steps and the connection to the earth beneath you. This simple practice encourages mindfulness in motion, allowing you to absorb your surroundings and appreciate the beauty in each step. One practical tip is to create a mindfulness anchor in your daily life. This could be a specific moment each day, like drinking your morning coffee or brushing your teeth, where you intentionally practice mindfulness. During these moments, focus entirely on the task at hand, engaging all of your senses. Notice the aroma, the warmth, or the texture. By transforming routine activities into mindful practices, you create a habit that continually fosters contentment throughout your day. Chapter 10: Passion and Enthusiasm. The energetic shift of moving into passion. Passion has an incredible ability to transform our emotional and energetic states profoundly. When someone embraces their passion, it can feel like a weight has been lifted, creating a vibrant flow of energy that radiates from within. This surge in enthusiasm can elevate mood, enhancing feelings of happiness and contentment. In contrast to lingering apathy or dissatisfaction, passion fuels motivation, sparking creativity and a zest for life that many yearn for. Those who find their passion often describe it as a guiding force, pushing them to overcome challenges and pursue their dreams with relentless vigor. When engaged in activities that ignite this fire, life feels full of purpose, and even mundane tasks can become imbued with excitement. As the essence of passion courses through us, it brings forth a renewed sense of clarity, reshaping our perspectives and priorities. Embracing passion comes with a myriad of benefits that permeate various facets of life. In personal relationships, passion can foster deeper connections and more meaningful interactions, enriching bonds through shared interests and experiences. When you revel in what you love, it often inspires those around you to do the same, creating a community of energized individuals who uplift one another. Professionally, pursuing a passion can lead to greater satisfaction and success. People who align their work with their passions frequently report higher levels of creativity and productivity, as they are not just clocking in hours, but actively contributing to something they care about deeply. This alignment not only enhances their performance, but can also lead to unexpected opportunities for growth and advancement. Furthermore, pursuing passion often encourages individuals to step out of their comfort zones, cultivating resilience and resourcefulness. How enthusiasm ignites creativity and productivity. Enthusiasm acts as a powerful catalyst for creativity and productivity. When individuals engage with tasks that they are passionate about, their minds become more open to new ideas and innovative solutions. This heightened state of engagement allows for a free flow of thoughts and encourages risk-taking, both of which are essential ingredients for creative thinking. Research has shown that when people feel enthusiastic, their energy levels rise, which can lead to faster problem-solving and more effective brainstorming sessions. The experience of being enthusiastic can also foster a positive mindset that helps individuals push through challenges with resilience. In times when creativity may falter due to stress or fatigue, enthusiasm can serve as an antidote, reigniting motivation and focus. This passion for one's work not only enhances individual performance, but can inspire those around us, creating a collaborative atmosphere where creativity thrives. Thus, the joy and excitement of working on something meaningful can significantly elevate both output and efficiency. Consider the story of a graphic designer who transformed their work environment by embracing enthusiasm. Initially feeling stuck and uninspired, they decided to focus only on projects that excited them, leading to a remarkable turnaround. Their portfolio blossomed with innovative designs, and they started to notice that not only did their creativity flourish, but their workflow became remarkably efficient. Projects that once seemed daunting were completed ahead of schedule, all because they chose to pursue work that invigorated their passion. Stories of individuals who turned passion into purpose. Many individuals have taken the leap from mere interest to a profound commitment to their passions, resulting in remarkable transformations in their lives. Consider the story of a young man who, despite a stable career in finance, found himself drawn to painting. He began painting during weekends and sharing his work on social media. As his following grew, so did his confidence. Eventually, he quit his job and opened a gallery, turning his once weekend hobby into a thriving business that brings joy to many. His journey wasn't always easy. It included moments of doubt and financial strain. However, the love for painting propelled him through the challenges, showcasing how passion can lead to fulfillment when aligned with purpose. Another inspiring tale is that of a woman who was once a corporate lawyer. Disillusioned with her job, she discovered yoga, which became her sanctuary. Through dedication and hard work, she transformed this practice into a vibrant career as a yoga instructor, where she not only found happiness but also helped others achieve their wellness goals. These stories illustrate how following one's passion can alter life trajectories, leading to adventures and success that feel authentic and gratifying. Throughout these journeys, certain common threads appear. Resilience is paramount, as most of these individuals faced obstacles that tested their resolve. They often had to confront fears of failure or societal expectations, pushing through discomfort to pursue what truly matters to them. Another common pattern is the importance of community support. Many found encouragement from friends, family, or networks of like-minded individuals, which helped sustain them during tough times. A key element of their success was a willingness to embrace learning and adapt to new circumstances without losing sight of their original passion. Each story highlights the importance of maintaining a curious mindset, which opens doors to new opportunities and ideas. Moreover, the understanding that passion does not always equate to instant success is crucial. These individuals often worked long hours, honing their skills and building their businesses, which showcases the dedication needed to turn passion into a fulfilling purpose. It's clear that transformation comes with perseverance and a readiness to learn. If you find yourself yearning to turn a hobby into a career or simply want to engage more deeply with your passions, consider dedicating time each week to explore what truly excites you. Surround yourself with inspiring people who share similar interests and are willing to support your journey. Stay curious and open to new experiences, and remember that every small step taken with passion can lead to significant transformations. Engaging with your passions on a deeper level can lead to opportunities that you may never have imagined. Start today by setting aside a little time to nurture that passion and watch how it can grow into something purposeful. Practices for reconnecting with your passions. Taking a moment to connect with your passions starts with reflection. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Begin by jotting down memories from your childhood or earlier life when you felt truly excited or alive. What activities filled you with joy? What subjects captured your interest? As you write, allow your thoughts to flow without judgment. This exercise illuminates the patterns of what you loved and can serve as a beacon for reigniting those interests. Next, try visualizing your ideal day. Imagine waking up and filling each moment with activities that excite you. What do you see yourself doing? Who are you with? This mental exercise helps you rediscover passions that may have been overshadowed by daily responsibilities. As you visualize, take notes on the feelings and experiences that resonate most with you. This process isn't just about identifying interests, but also about embracing the emotions tied to them, stirring a longing to bring them back into your life. Integrating passion back into daily life requires a mix of intention and practical action. Start by setting aside a small amount of time each day or week dedicated solely to your passion projects. It can be just 15 minutes to begin with. The key is consistency. By making this commitment, even if it's just a short period, you create a routine that allows your passions to flourish alongside your other responsibilities. As you carve out this time, think about ways to infuse your passions into mundane tasks. For example, if cooking excites you, consider exploring new recipes while preparing dinner. Or, if you love writing, keep a journal of thoughts about your daily activities or reflections on what inspires you. These small steps will slowly weave your passions back into the fabric of your everyday life, enriching both tasks and the time you spend on what truly matters to you. It's all about finding balance and ensuring that your passions are nurtured alongside your commitments. Remember to celebrate every effort, no matter how small. Each step taken toward rekindling your passions is a sign of progress and a reminder that joy can coexist with everyday life. Chapter 11. Love and Compassion. Love as a transformative emotional state. Love acts as a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. When individuals experience love, whether romantic, platonic, or familial, they often find themselves changing in profound ways. Love encourages people to face their vulnerabilities and embrace their authentic selves. It can inspire confidence, foster empathy, and promote personal growth. For many, love becomes a mirror reflecting their true desires and fears, prompting them to make meaningful changes in their lives. This transformative nature of love can drive individuals to pursue their passions, mend broken relationships, and even change careers, all in the pursuit of a more fulfilling existence. The universal need for love significantly affects psychological health. Humans are social beings, wired to connect. Love provides a sense of belonging, security, and purpose, which are essential for emotional well-being. When individuals feel loved, they experience reduced anxiety and stress, leading to improved mental health outcomes. On the other hand, a lack of love can contribute to feelings of isolation and despair, worsening mental health issues. Studies have shown that people in loving relationships tend to have higher self-esteem and lower rates of depression. Recognizing the importance of love can help individuals prioritize connections that enrich their lives and bolster their emotional resilience. Understanding the transformative power of love and its impact on mental health can guide us toward a more balanced and enriching life. Regularly nurturing relationships, practicing self-love, and seeking connection can greatly enhance overall well-being. It is crucial to actively cultivate love in various forms, ensuring that we create a supportive environment for ourselves and those around us. The power of compassion, both self-compassion and compassion for others. Compassion serves as a powerful catalyst for healing and emotional growth, both for ourselves and for others. It allows us to connect with our own struggles and reminds us that we are not alone in our pain. By cultivating self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with the kindness we often reserve for others, acknowledging our imperfections and shortcomings without harsh judgment. This gentle acceptance creates a safe space where we can explore our feelings, leading to greater emotional resilience. When we extend compassion to others, we foster connections that are based on empathy and understanding. Recognizing that everyone has their own battles promotes a sense of community and reduces feelings of isolation. This interconnectedness is vital for emotional growth, as it helps us learn from different perspectives and nurtures a supportive environment where healing can thrive. By embracing compassion, we create a foundation for emotional well-being that encourages both vulnerability and strength. Developing compassion requires intentional practice in both our thoughts and actions. To begin fostering self-compassion, individuals can start by engaging in positive self-talk, acknowledging their own suffering without belittling their emotions. Simple practices, such as journaling about personal experiences or meditating on feelings of kindness towards oneself, can help reinforce this nurturing attitude. Regularly reminding ourselves that it is okay to make mistakes can alleviate the pressure to be perfect, allowing us to embrace our humanity. Extending compassion outward involves active listening and validating the experiences of others. Taking the time to understand someone's story can make a significant impact on their sense of worth and belonging. Complimenting others, offering support during tough times, and simply being present can foster deeper connections. Engaging in community service or acts of kindness can also amplify this outward compassion, creating ripples of goodwill that encourage a collective spirit of empathy. By nurturing both self-compassion and compassion for others, individuals can contribute to a more harmonious and understanding world. Consider starting your day with a simple affirmation of kindness towards yourself and others. By taking a moment to acknowledge your own feelings and those around you, you set the tone for compassionate interactions that can transform not just your day, but the lives of those you encounter. How to cultivate love in everyday actions. Expressing love in our daily lives can be simple yet incredibly meaningful. Small gestures like a warm smile or a thoughtful text can demonstrate our affection and care. Taking a moment to genuinely listen to someone can convey love more profoundly than grand gestures. Preparing a favorite meal for someone or even leaving a little note of appreciation can brighten a person's day and make them feel cherished. Actions like holding the door open or offering a helping hand without expecting anything in return create an atmosphere of love and kindness. Noticing and acknowledging the efforts of others, whether at home or work, fosters a sense of belonging and appreciation. These simple acts build strong connections and help nurture love in our relationships. The impact of consistent loving actions extends beyond the immediate recipient. When we engage in loving behaviors, they often inspire those around us to do the same. This creates a ripple effect where kindness and affection spread throughout our communities. Relationships become healthier and more positive as individuals feel valued and loved. Moreover, practicing love can also enhance our own well-being. When we express kindness, our brains release feel-good hormones, which can help reduce stress and elevate our mood. As love flows outward, it reinforces our connections and reinforces our sense of purpose. In cultivating love through everyday actions, we not only uplift others, but also create a more harmonious and joyful environment for ourselves. A practical tip to start cultivating love in your daily life is to set aside a few minutes each day to reflect on how you can express love to at least one person. Whether it's a quick message, a small act of kindness, or simply taking the time to listen, intentionality in your actions can transform everyday moments into opportunities for love. Embrace the idea that love isn't only found in big events, but thrives in the little things we do every day. Real-life stories of lives transformed by love and kindness. Across the globe, countless stories illustrate love's remarkable power to transform lives in ways that often seem miraculous. One such account involves a small town where a woman named Clara, known for her warm heart, decided to start a community garden. She believed that love and kindness could flourish in the spaces that often feel neglected. Clara invited her neighbors to participate, regardless of their gardening skills. What began as a simple gathering blossomed into a weekly event, bringing people closer and encouraging them to share their own life stories. As they tended to the plants, they nurtured relationships, breaking down barriers of loneliness and isolation. People from different backgrounds found common ground, their lives intertwined through shared labor and laughter. Over time, the garden became a sanctuary, a symbol of the love that binds the community together, showing that even the smallest act of kindness can create ripples of change. Many individuals have shared insights into how love has significantly shaped their journeys, often revealing a profound depth of understanding about its impact. For instance, Mark, a former soldier, spoke about how the love of his family helped him heal from the scars of war. Initially struggling with feelings of anger and despair, he He found solace in his wife's unwavering support and his children's innocent laughter. Their love became his anchor, guiding him through the storms of PTSD. Mark has since dedicated his life to helping other veterans, showing them that love can be the catalyst for healing. His journey teaches us that love is not just a feeling, it's a powerful force that can propel one beyond even the darkest moments of life. These stories are not just narratives, they are testaments to the enduring strength of human connection and the ability of love to overcome challenges. Whether it's in a community garden or personal relationships, love fosters resilience, creating bonds that enrich lives. Practical steps can be taken to harness this power. Start by simply reaching out to those in your community, offering a helping hand or a listening ear. Learn how even the simplest acts of kindness can lead to beautiful connections that transform not just one life, but many. Chapter 12: Joy and Freedom. Joy as one of the highest emotional vibrations. Joy stands out prominently within the emotional spectrum because it embodies one of the highest vibrations of human experience. This feeling is more than fleeting happiness. It connects us deeply to our inherent nature and the world around us. When we experience joy, we elevate not only our own spirits, but also influence those around us. This contagious nature of joy can spark a ripple effect, inspiring others to seek out and cherish their own moments of happiness. The significance of joy lies not only in its ability to uplift, but also in its role as a guiding force. Joy helps us navigate through the complexities of life. When faced with difficulties, tapping into moments of joy can help reframe our perspectives and encourage resilience. Understanding that joy is an essential emotional state anchors us to our purpose, reminding us to appreciate the simple pleasures that life offers. The experience of joy brings a multitude of physiological and psychological benefits that enhance our overall well-being. On a physiological level, joy triggers the release of endorphins and oxytocin, often dubbed the feel-good hormones. These chemicals act as natural painkillers and can contribute to lower blood pressure, reduced stress levels, and improved immune function. The biological response to joy can lead to better health outcomes and longer life expectancy. Psychologically, joy fosters a positive mindset, helping us combat negative thoughts and emotions. When we embrace joy, we increase our capacity for gratitude and appreciation, leading to deeper relationships and a greater sense of belonging. This emotional elevation encourages creativity and problem-solving skills, making us more adaptable in various life situations. Recognizing the powerful impact joy has on our mind and body can motivate us to actively seek out experiences and environments that cultivate this uplifting emotion. Consistently integrating moments of joy in our daily routines can have lasting effects, shaping our outlook on life. Consider making it a habit to identify at least one joyful moment each day, whether it involves engaging in a favorite pastime, spending time with loved ones, or simply soaking in nature. Over time, this practice can transform your perspective, leading to a more joyful and fulfilled life. Understanding emotional freedom, letting go of emotional baggage. Emotional freedom is the state of being unburdened by past hurts, fears, and regrets. It plays a crucial role in enhancing overall well-being because it allows individuals to connect more fully with the present moment. When we carry emotional baggage, it often colors our perceptions and hinders our ability to experience joy and connection. Letting go of these emotional burdens is essential for personal growth and happiness. It's about shedding the weight of unresolved feelings and making space for new experiences. This release opens doors to deeper relationships, improved mental health, and a more authentic existence. Releasing past emotional burdens begins with acknowledging their presence. This might mean reflecting on past experiences or emotions that have impacted you significantly. Once you recognize these feelings, you can start the process of letting them go. Techniques like journaling can be incredibly beneficial, as writing down your thoughts allows you to externalize emotions that may have been bottled up inside. Another effective step is practicing mindfulness. By focusing your attention on the present and observing your thoughts without judgment, you will gradually learn to distance yourself from painful memories. It's also helpful to engage in conversations with trusted friends or a professional who can provide support and perspective. The journey towards emotional freedom is personal and requires patience. It's important to remind yourself that healing is not linear. There will be ups and downs. However, each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to emotional liberation. Incorporating self care practices into your routine can also enhance your emotional resilience. Activities such as physical exercise, meditation, or spending time in nature can uplift your spirit and reinforce your commitment to releasing negativity. As you navigate this path, remember the power of forgiveness, both to others and to yourself, is a vital factor in letting go of emotional baggage. The link between joy, creativity, and flow. Joy plays a crucial role in enhancing creativity and nurturing the experience of flow. When individuals are in a state of joy, their minds become open and free, unencumbered by negative thoughts or anxieties. This mental environment fosters expansive thinking, allowing for new ideas and possibilities to flourish. Creativity thrives in spaces where joy is present because it encourages exploration and experimentation. People often find themselves most engaged in their creative processes when they are joyful, leading to a state of flow where they lose track of time and immerse themselves completely in their work. This flow state is characterized by deep focus, intrinsic motivation, and a sense of effortless engagement, all of which are amplified when one is experiencing joy. As the mind opens up, it becomes more adept at making connections that didn't seem obvious before, leading to innovative outcomes. Joy not only enhances the creative process, but also amplifies the satisfaction derived from it, making the journey as rewarding as the final product. Many renowned creative works have emerged from moments of joy, reminding us of the intrinsic link between happiness and innovation. For instance, the joyful atmosphere of a vibrant jazz club often leads to spontaneous musical creations that resonate deeply with audiences. Jazz musicians, inspired by the energy around them, tap into a flow state that propels their improvisation to new heights. Similarly, artists like Claude Monet found their inspiration in joyful scenes of nature, painting with an exuberance that still captivates viewers today. Joy fuels the engine of creativity, evident in the stories behind great masterpieces, whether they are painted, composed, or written. Moments of delight, whether in personal life or nature, often serve as inspiration for artists to pour their emotions into their work. When joy punctuates the creative process, the results reflect a vibrant, authentic expression of feeling. Recognizing the profound impact that joy has on creativity and the experience of flow can help individuals cultivate environments that nurture these feelings. Engaging in activities that bring joy, whether through playful exploration or connecting with others, can unlock the creative potential within. Simple acts such as taking a walk in nature, listening to uplifting music, or surrounding oneself with supportive people can create a fertile ground for creative thoughts to blossom. By making room for joy in daily life, individuals can enhance not only their creative capacities, but also their overall experience of flow, leading to more fulfilling and satisfying creative endeavors. Personal experiences of reaching sustained joy. People often share stories that speak to the core of joy achieved through diverse experiences. One individual recounts a time when she found herself exploring art as a form of therapy. After battling feelings of inadequacy for years, she picked up a paintbrush and let her emotions flow on the canvas. Painting became her sanctuary, a space that allowed her to express herself without judgment. Gradually, she discovered that the joy she felt while creating was not just temporary, it was a reflection of her inner peace. Each brushstroke seemed to build a bridge towards sustained happiness, teaching her that joy often emerges from the act of creation. An inspiring journey can also be observed through the lens of nature. A man shared his experience of hiking the same trail every weekend. Initially, he sought an escape from his hectic life, but over time, the trail transformed into a pilgrimage of gratitude. With each hike, he began to appreciate the nuances of his surroundings, the rustle of leaves, the vibrant colors of flowers, and the tranquility that enveloped him. He learned that sustainable joy doesn't always come from monumental achievements, but from finding beauty in the ordinary. Nature became his teacher, imparting lessons about presence and mindfulness, allowing sustained happiness to blossom through simplicity. Maintaining joy in the face of adversity is not always straightforward, but many have discovered valuable lessons along the way. One woman navigated her career through turbulent waters. After a sudden job loss, instead of succumbing to despair, she seized the opportunity to explore her passions. She enrolled in classes that ignited her creativity and connected with others who were also on journeys of rediscovery. This period of uncertainty evolved into a rich chapter of her life, where she learned that challenges can unveil hidden pathways to joy. Embracing change, she realized, allowed her to cultivate resilience and a deeper understanding of herself and what brings happiness. Chapter 13. The Pinnacle, Inner Peace. Inner peace as the ultimate emotional goal. Inner peace is often described as a serene state of mind, where calmness and tranquility prevail regardless of external circumstances. It plays a crucial role in our overall happiness and fulfillment. When we achieve inner peace, we begin to experience life through a clearer lens, free from the distractions of stress and anxiety. This state allows us to connect more deeply with ourselves and others, creating a sense of belonging and contentment that enhances our daily lives. The presence of inner peace can lead to improved relationships, better emotional regulation, and a heightened ability to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. In many ways, it serves as a foundation for a joyful existence, where our thoughts and emotions align harmoniously, paving the way for genuine happiness. Despite its importance, many people find inner peace elusive. In a world filled with chaos, relentless demands, and constant connectivity, attaining a tranquil state can seem daunting. The pursuit of inner peace often collides with our daily realities, where stressors, both big and small, can hijack our mental space. We might struggle with negative self-talk, external pressures, or the fear of vulnerability, which can create a barrier to experiencing true calm. Furthermore, societal expectations encourage a relentless chase for achievement and success, leaving little room for moments of stillness. This cycle can be discouraging, leading us to question whether inner peace is even possible. Finding a balance between the noisy outside world and the quiet we seek inside can feel like an uphill battle at times. While the journey toward inner peace may be fraught with challenges, there are practical steps we can take to cultivate it in our lives. Start by dedicating a few minutes each day to practice mindfulness or meditation, creating a space to reflect and breathe. Establish grounding routines that prioritize self-care, such as journaling or spending time in nature. Engage in practices that promote gratitude, allowing you to focus on the positives instead of dwelling on stressors. Remember, inner peace is not a destination, but a continuous journey that requires patience and commitment. Building inner peace can ultimately lead to a healthier emotional state, fostering resilience against life's inevitable ups and downs. How inner peace creates a foundation for spiritual growth. Inner peace acts as the cornerstone for spiritual growth, creating a serene space where personal exploration can flourish. When we experience inner peace, our minds become clear, allowing us to connect more deeply with our true selves and the universe around us. This tranquil state is not merely the absence of conflict or stress, it is a profound sense of balance that encourages us to reflect, understand, and evolve. As we cultivate inner peace, we begin to perceive the world through a more compassionate lens, which facilitates a deeper understanding of our purpose and connection to others. The relationship between inner peace and spiritual development is symbiotic. As inner peace grows, it nurtures a fertile ground for spiritual practices to take root. Activities such as meditation, mindfulness, and conscious breathing help to silence the chaos within, creating an environment ripe for spiritual insights to emerge. This process allows us to tap into our intuition more easily and fosters a space where inspiration flows freely. When our minds are calm, we can better navigate the challenges of life and respond with wisdom rather than reaction, thus enhancing our spiritual journey. To cultivate both inner peace and a deeper spiritual connection, one effective practice is the art of meditation. Finding even a few minutes each day to sit in silence can dramatically alter our mental landscape. During meditation, we can focus on our breath, observe our thoughts without judgment, or repeat a mantra that resonates with us. This practice not only calms the mind, but also opens the doorway to more profound spiritual experiences, enhancing our ability to connect with something greater than ourselves. Engaging in nature can also serve as a powerful tool for fostering inner peace. Spending time outdoors, whether it's a walk in the park or a hike up a mountain, connects us to the earth and grounding energy. Nature has a unique ability to soothe our minds and inspire gratitude, which in turn deepens our spiritual awareness. Journaling is another valuable practice that helps organize our thoughts and feelings, encouraging self-reflection and growth. Writing about our experiences and insights allows us to track our spiritual journey and recognize patterns that may emerge over time. Ultimately, nurturing inner peace and spiritual development requires consistent effort and self-compassion. It is important to remember that everyone's journey is unique, and there is no right or wrong way to explore these areas. By integrating practices that resonate with us, we create paths toward a more peaceful existence and, consequently, a richer spiritual life. Keeping a simple reminder, like a quote or affirmation, can help maintain focus on this journey, reinforcing the commitment to cultivate both inner calm and spiritual connection. Practices that foster peace, meditation, gratitude, and acceptance. Introductory practices for enhancing emotional peace through meditation are essential for anyone seeking a calmer, more centered existence. Meditation allows you to step away from the chaos of daily life and turn your focus inward. By setting aside just a few minutes each day, you can create a sacred space where your thoughts can settle. Focusing on your breath or repeating a calming mantra can help clear your mind of distractions, bringing you into a state of awareness. This practice is not about emptying the mind, but rather observing your thoughts without judgment. Over time, this can lead to a profound sense of emotional tranquility and resilience against stress. The role of gratitude and acceptance in promoting a peaceful mindset is equally significant. Cultivating gratitude helps shift your focus from what is lacking in your life to appreciating what you have. A simple practice is to write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This not only boosts your mood, but also encourages a positive outlook on life. Acceptance ties closely to gratitude, inviting you to embrace your current situation, even if it is not ideal. It teaches you to acknowledge your feelings and circumstances without resistance. Together, gratitude and acceptance create a powerful foundation for inner peace. They remind you to live in the moment, fostering a sense of connection and fulfillment. Incorporating both meditation and gratitude into your daily routine can significantly enhance your emotional well-being. Consider starting or ending your day with a brief meditation session, followed by a moment to reflect on what you appreciate in your life. These simple yet powerful practices not only cultivate peace, but also encourage a more compassionate and resilient mindset. Stories of finding inner peace after turmoil. Many individuals have gone through difficult times, only to emerge on the other side with a renewed sense of peace. For example, Jessica, a former corporate executive, faced immense stress due to layoffs at her company. After losing her job, she spent weeks in a whirlwind of anxiety and uncertainty. Eventually, she decided to take a different path. Jessica returned to her passion for painting, an activity she had set aside during her busy career. The act of creating art became her refuge. Through this process, she found not only solace, but also the strength to embrace her true self. Her story highlights how engaging in creative expression can be a powerful tool for healing and rediscovering one's sense of purpose. Similarly, there is the story of Samuel, a military veteran who faced significant challenges adjusting to civilian life after serving overseas. The chaos of his experiences left him grappling with nightmares and feelings of isolation. Rather than allowing this turmoil to define him, Samuel sought help and joined a community support group. He discovered that sharing his experiences with others who understood his struggles provided a great sense of relief and connection. Through active listening and mutual encouragement, he learned that choosing peace amidst adversity often involves reaching out and supporting one another. The journey of finding inner peace is not always a solitary path. It can involve solidarity and shared experiences. When reflecting on the lessons shared by those who have weathered storms of chaos, The common thread among many accounts is the power of choice. Choosing peace often means redirecting one's focus and adopting practices that nurture well being. Techniques such as mindfulness and meditation can foster a calmer mind and help individuals regain control over their thoughts. It is essential to recognize that peace is not a destination but a continuous journey. Regularly engaging in self care, whether through physical activity, reading, or spending time in nature, can create a foundation for lasting tranquility. Finding small moments of calm amidst the busyness of life allows for a deeper sense of connection with oneself. Embracing these daily practices may offer the pathway to finding inner peace, even during challenging times. Chapter 14. Emotional Mastery, Rising and Falling on the Scale. How emotions fluctuate and why that's normal. Human emotions are not static. They ebb and flow, much like the tides of the ocean. Each day can bring a variety of feelings that rise and fall based on countless influences. Environmental factors, interactions with others, and even our physical health can prompt shifts in our emotional landscape. For instance, waking up to a sunny day might spark joy and energy, while heavy rain could lead to feelings of lethargy or melancholy. Understanding that these fluctuations are natural is key to navigating our emotional experiences. It's not uncommon for someone to feel exuberant one moment and suddenly contemplative the next. This rhythm of emotions often reflects our complex interactions with the world around us. Recognizing that emotional fluctuations are a quintessential part of the human experience can be liberating. Everyone grapples with varying degrees of joy, sadness, frustration, and love. These shifts are not only normal, but also significant in shaping our identities and influencing our actions. They urge us to take a moment to check in with ourselves and reflect on our state of mind. This process of introspection can lead to greater self-awareness and emotional resilience. When we allow ourselves to feel a range of emotions, we embrace the full spectrum of our humanity. Accepting the reality of these emotional ups and downs helps mitigate the stigma often attached to mental health struggles and encourages open conversations about feelings. Being mindful of our emotional fluctuations could lead us to develop healthier coping strategies. Instead of labeling our feelings as good or bad, we can learn to see them as valuable indicators of our inner state. When we experience a dip in mood, for example, it might signal a need for rest, support, or even a change in routine. A practical tip is to keep a journal of your emotions, tracking when certain feelings arise and what may have triggered them. This practice creates a powerful tool for understanding yourself better and recognizing that every emotional wave serves a purpose. Techniques for recognizing and navigating emotional shifts. Recognizing emotional shifts can be challenging, but there are practical tools to help you pinpoint these changes. One effective method is to maintain a daily journal where you record your feelings throughout the day. Pay attention to patterns and triggers that affect your emotional state. Use simple prompts like, "What made me happy today?" or "What frustrated me?" This practice not only increases awareness, but can also reveal deeper insights into your emotional landscape. Additionally, consider using mindfulness techniques that involve staying present in the moment. By focusing on your breathing or your body sensations, you can notice when your emotions begin to shift, allowing you to pause and reflect before responding impulsively. Once you identify shifts in your emotions, navigating these changes skillfully becomes crucial. One strategy is to acknowledge and accept your feelings without judgment. This means allowing yourself to feel sad, frustrated, or anxious, instead of pushing those feelings away. You can practice self-compassion by reminding yourself that it's okay to experience a range of emotions. Alongside acceptance, engage in constructive activities that can help you process your feelings, such as talking to a trusted friend, exploring creative outlets like drawing or writing, or even physical activities like walking or yoga. Such strategies not only ground you, but can also promote emotional resilience, making it easier to manage future emotional fluctuations. Ultimately, understanding and managing emotional shifts is an ongoing journey. A practical tip to incorporate into your daily life is to create an emotions toolbox. In this toolbox, include different activities and tools that you can turn to when you feel your emotions shifting. Whether it's a playlist of your favorite songs, a go-to book or movie, or a list of calming exercises, having these resources readily available can provide immediate support and help you navigate through emotional ups and downs with greater ease. The importance of emotional resilience. Emotional resilience has become an essential skill in navigating the complexities of modern life. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, having the ability to cope with stress, adapt to change, and recover from setbacks is more valuable than ever. Emotional resilience enables individuals to maintain a balanced perspective, giving them the strength to endure challenges without being overwhelmed. It allows us to recognize our emotions and use them effectively rather than letting them dictate our reactions. The ability to bounce back from adversity not only helps in personal relationships and at work, but also plays a critical role in mental health. As we face unprecedented levels of stress from various sources, developing this resilience can empower us to tackle our problems with confidence and clarity. Building emotional resilience can ignite significant personal growth. When we learn to manage our emotional responses, we open the door to better self-awareness and improvement. This journey involves understanding our thoughts and feelings, which fosters a deeper connection to ourselves and those around us. By facing and overcoming emotional difficulties, we cultivate a sense of accomplishment and boost our self-esteem. The benefits spill over into other areas of life, enhancing our problem-solving skills and decision-making abilities. Resilience not only helps us recover more quickly from challenges, but also builds a foundation for thriving in the long run. Embracing this process equips us with tools to handle future struggles with greater ease and optimism. To start nurturing emotional resilience, incorporate small practices into your daily routine. Engage in mindfulness or meditation to foster awareness of your feelings and reactions. Journaling can also provide a safe space to express and process emotions, allowing you to reflect on your experiences and grow from them. Furthermore, nurturing strong relationships and seeking support when needed lays a robust foundation for resilience. By adopting these habits, you can enhance your emotional strength and open yourself up to a more fulfilling life. Real-life examples of emotional mastery. Emotional mastery is often reflected in the lives of individuals who have navigated through their struggles with resilience and grace. One inspiring story is that of Maya, a woman who faced the emotional turmoil of losing her job unexpectedly. Instead of succumbing to despair, she took the opportunity to delve deeper into her passions, exploring art and the joy of self-expression. By channeling her feelings into creativity, Maya not only found a new career path, but also transformed her emotional landscape. Her journey illustrates how embracing one's emotions can lead to growth and new beginnings, empowering others to face their challenges head-on. Another compelling example is that of James, a father of 3 who struggled with anxiety and stress due to family pressures. By seeking therapy, he learned to articulate his feelings and practice mindfulness. This not only helped him manage his anxiety, but also improved his relationships with his family. James's experience shows that reaching out for help and being open about one's emotions can create a supportive environment where both the individual and their loved ones can thrive. His commitment to emotional intelligence has inspired many to seek understanding and stability through sharing their emotional experiences. From these narratives, we can glean important lessons about emotional excellence. A key takeaway is that emotional mastery is not about suppression, but rather about acknowledgement and expression. Those like Maya and James teach us that embracing vulnerability can be a strength, paving the way for personal development and deeper connections with others. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and seeking help when needed are crucial steps in emotional growth. The journey to mastering emotions is unique for everyone, yet it opens doors to resilience and empowers us to face future challenges with confidence. A practical tip for anyone on this journey is to start a journal. This simple act allows for reflection and gives space to explore emotions, setting the foundation for emotional mastery. Chapter 15. Living a high vibration life. Integrating the emotional scale into your daily life. Becoming more emotionally aware can greatly enhance your daily routines. One practical tip is to start with simple mindfulness practices. Take a few moments each day to check in with your feelings. You could set aside 5 minutes in the morning or evening to reflect on what emotions you are experiencing. This practice not only helps you identify your current emotional state, but also allows you to acknowledge it without judgment. Another way to incorporate emotional awareness is to create a dedicated space in your home where you can unwind and connect with your feelings. This could be a cozy nook with a journal or a quiet area where you can meditate. Surrounding yourself with reminders, such as affirmations or calming visuals, can also help anchor your emotional state throughout the day. Additionally, practice breath work when you feel strong emotions coming up. Simply taking a few deep breaths can help you regain focus and stay connected to your emotions, making it easier to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. The emotional scale can also serve as a powerful tool for decision making. When faced with choices, consider where the options fall on your emotional scale. For instance, if you are deciding whether to accept a job offer, check in with how the thought of each option makes you feel. Does one choice evoke excitement and joy, while another brings about anxiety or dread? Recognizing your emotional responses can steer you toward decisions that align with your well being. You may also find it helpful to use the emotional scale to process complex situations by rating your feelings before and after making a decision. This can illuminate patterns in your emotional responses and lead to clearer insights. When you take the time to engage with your emotions this way, you empower yourself to make choices that resonate positively with your internal landscape. Understanding your emotional scale can take practice, but it offers invaluable guidance. A useful piece of information to remember is to keep a feelings journal. This allows you to track your emotional journey over time, helping you spot trends and triggers. Writing about your feelings can deepen your emotional awareness, making it easier to integrate this understanding into your daily life. By observing how different experiences affect you emotionally, you can become more conscious of your choices, leading to a more fulfilling and balanced life. How to stay in higher emotional states more consistently. Maintaining elevated emotional states, especially during challenging times, can be a journey that requires strategy and intention. One effective strategy is to create a mindset that acknowledges adversity but chooses to focus on possibilities and positives. Practicing gratitude can transform your perspective. By actively identifying things you appreciate in your life, you shift your attention away from negativity. This can be as simple as jotting down 3 things that made you smile each day. Another approach is mindfulness. Engaging fully with the moment helps you detach from overwhelming emotions, allowing you to observe thoughts without getting consumed by them. When facing stress, taking deep breaths can ground you, bringing your focus back to the present. Incorporating affirmations into your daily routine also helps to reinforce positivity. Speaking uplifting truths about yourself can cultivate resilience and optimism. Cultivating supportive relationships plays a crucial role too. Surrounding yourself with positive influences creates a nurturing environment that acts as a buffer against negativity, uplifting you in moments of low spirits. Engaging in specific activities and practices can dramatically boost your emotional vibration, leading to a more joyful life. Physical movement is an excellent place to start. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Whether it's dancing, yoga, or a brisk walk in nature, find what excites you and do it regularly. Nourishing your body with healthy foods also contributes to higher emotional states. Eating fresh fruits, vibrant vegetables, and whole grains fuels your body and mind, enhancing your overall well-being. Creativity serves as another powerful tool for fostering high vibration living. Engaging in art, writing, or music allows for self-expression and can elevate your mood significantly. Practicing kindness, whether through volunteering or simply offering a compliment to someone, creates a ripple effect that not only boosts others but returns to you. Meditation is another transformative practice. It offers peace and clarity, grounding you in a serene state of being. Incorporating these activities into your daily life can create a rich tapestry of high vibration experiences that elevate your emotional state consistently. Always remember, the choices you make each day shape your emotional landscape. The ripple effect of emotional mastery on relationships, work, and life purpose. Emotional mastery plays a significant role in enhancing connections and fulfillment in various aspects of life. When individuals learn to recognize, understand, and manage their emotions effectively, they become more empathetic and open in their relationships. This emotional intelligence fosters a deeper understanding of others' feelings and perspectives, creating a more supportive environment both personally and professionally. As people navigate their emotional landscapes, they tend to communicate better, resolving conflicts with greater ease and understanding. This not only strengthens bonds with friends and family, but also enhances teamwork in the workplace, leading to increased cooperation and productivity. Emotional mastery can transform interactions, making them more meaningful and fulfilling. The positive impact of high emotional states on various life areas is profound. For instance, consider a workplace where emotional intelligence thrives. Employees who feel acknowledged and valued tend to experience higher job satisfaction, which translates to better performance and lower turnover rates. In personal relationships, experiencing joy and contentment positively influences partners' interactions, allowing love and intimacy to flourish. Even in the pursuit of life purpose, when individuals operate from a place of emotional clarity, they can set goals aligned with their true selves, enhancing motivation and resilience. Embracing high emotional states leads to a more vibrant life filled with passion and engagement in all endeavors. One tangible strategy to cultivate emotional mastery involves practicing mindfulness daily. By taking a few moments each day to breathe deeply and check in with emotional states, individuals can create space for self-reflection and awareness. This simple practice can help identify emotional triggers, allowing for a thoughtful response rather than a reactive one. By effectively managing emotions, individuals can navigate their relationships, work environments, and personal aspirations with greater ease and fulfillment. Conclusion: the journey of emotional self-awareness and growth. Reflecting on the journey toward emotional self-awareness reveals a landscape rich with insights and transformations. Each experience, whether joyful or challenging, contributes to a deeper understanding of ourselves. Recognizing our feelings is not just a passive act, it actively shapes our lives, relationships, and decisions. As we delve into our emotional depths, we learn to identify our triggers and responses, paving the way for healthier interactions with ourselves and others. This self-discovery journey often feels like peeling back layers of an onion, where each layer removed brings light to previously obscured feelings and thoughts. The path to emotional self-awareness is filled with moments of vulnerability and courage, and it's this very act of facing our emotions that leads to growth and healing. Continuous growth and exploration of the emotional spectrum are essential for a fulfilling existence. Emotions are not static, they evolve, and so must our understanding of them. Embracing the full range of human feelings, from joy to sorrow, enriches our lives in unimaginable ways. It's important to remember that becoming emotionally aware doesn't mean we have to control our feelings meticulously. Instead, it's about allowing ourselves to feel without judgment, to experience emotions as they come, and to learn from them. Engaging in practices such as mindfulness, journaling, or even talking with trusted individuals can enhance our emotional literacy, helping us navigate the complexities of life more gracefully. As you continue on your journey, remember that emotional growth is a lifelong commitment. Just as we cultivate physical health, our emotional well-being requires attention and care. Seek out resource sources like books, workshops, or therapy that resonate with you. Be patient with yourself, knowing that each step taken in understanding your emotions brings you closer to being your authentic self. Prioritize reflection and ensure you regularly check in with your feelings, allowing space for both growth and exploration. Ultimately, embracing this journey with curiosity and compassion can transform your life in powerful ways. Conclusion: becoming emotionally empowered. Emotions as a tool for personal and spiritual development. Emotions play a crucial role in our journey of personal and spiritual growth. They are not just fleeting sensations, but profound signals from our inner selves that can guide us toward deeper understanding and transformation. Emotions like joy, anger, sadness, and fear all create pathways into our psyche, revealing not only our current state but also our potentials. For instance, experiencing joy can illuminate what aligns with our true essence, while anger can indicate boundaries that need to be respected or changes that need to be made. By taking the time to explore our emotions, we embark on a journey of self-discovery that invites healing and clarity. Understanding the connection between emotions and the path to self-actualization is vital. Self-actualization involves realizing and fulfilling one's potential, and emotions provide important insights into this process. When we acknowledge our feelings and examine them, we can uncover underlying beliefs and desires that shape our true selves. This examination forms the foundation for growth. For example, if we regularly feel discontent, this emotion may serve as a signal to reassess our life choices or goals. Bridging the gap between emotional awareness and self-actualization enriches our lives, as it empowers us to respond proactively rather than reactively to our experiences. To cultivate this process effectively, practicing mindfulness can be beneficial. By taking moments throughout the day to check in with ourselves emotionally, we can enhance our understanding and integration of these feelings into our daily lives. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simply pausing to notice how we feel, being mindful allows us to harness emotions as stepping stones toward our personal and spiritual goals. Rather than viewing emotions as obstacles, we embrace them as tools that help pave our unique paths to fulfillment and enlightenment. The ongoing practice of emotional awareness. Emotional awareness is not just a skill, it's a lifelong journey that unfolds as we navigate through various stages of life. From childhood to adulthood, our ability to recognize and understand our emotions improves with experience and reflection. Early on, we learn basic emotional expressions like happiness or anger, but the complexities of feelings develop as we face diverse situations and relationships. As we grow older, the depth of our emotional landscapes expands, influenced by our experiences, culture, and the people around us. Engaging with our emotions, acknowledging them, and understanding their roots creates a strong foundation for emotional intelligence. This ongoing practice allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. One striking insight is that emotional awareness involves not only recognizing what we feel, but also understanding why we feel that way. For instance, a sense of frustration at work may stem from unmet expectations or past experiences, while joy might be related to connections and achievements. By delving deeper into these feelings, we cultivate a richer understanding of ourselves, which fosters personal growth and enhances our relationships with others. It is this lifelong commitment to exploring our emotional world that equips us to handle life's challenges and celebrate its joys with clarity and authenticity. Maintaining emotional awareness daily requires intention and practice. Simple routines can transform our emotional experiences and responsiveness. One effective practice is to set aside a few minutes each day for reflection. This might involve journaling about your emotions, noting any triggers and your reactions to them. Writing helps clarify feelings and allows us to monitor patterns, revealing insights about our emotional landscape. Additionally, mindfulness techniques such as meditation or deep breathing exercises can ground us, helping us stay present with our emotions instead of getting swept away by them. Engaging in conversations about feelings can also reinforce our emotional awareness. When we share our thoughts and listen to others, we deepen our understanding of various emotional expressions and responses. Another powerful method is to check in with ourselves throughout the day. This could be as simple as pausing during a busy moment to breathe deeply and ask ourselves, how am I feeling right now? By making this a regular part of our day, we cultivate a habit of responsiveness rather than reactivity, leading to healthier interactions and a more profound connection with ourselves and others. Ultimately, making emotional awareness a part of our daily lives enriches our experiences and relationships. A practical tip is to establish a feelings check-in at a specific time each day, during lunch, a commute, or before bed. Use this time to assess your emotional state, celebrate moments of joy, and acknowledge any struggles. This habit not only promotes awareness, but also encourages emotional processing, helping to navigate each new day with greater resilience and understanding. Final thoughts on the emotional scale as a map for living a meaningful life. The emotional scale serves as a powerful guide in navigating the complexities of life. By understanding where we stand emotionally, we can make clearer decisions and set more meaningful goals. Each emotion we experience has a purpose and can inform our choices, allowing us to move towards states that resonate with our true selves. When we find ourselves in lower emotional states, such as anger or sadness, recognizing this can prompt us to consider the decisions we make in that space. Conversely, experiencing joy or love often inspires us to take actions that nurture not only ourselves, but also those around us. This awareness can lead to a more intentional approach to our choices, enhancing our well-being and overall life satisfaction. Embracing the emotional journey means accepting that our feelings are not just transient states, but crucial components of our human experience. Every emotion offers lessons and insights that can lead us to a more fulfilling life. It's essential to explore the depths of our feelings, allowing ourselves to feel deeply rather than shying away from uncomfortable emotions. Acknowledging the full range of emotions we encounter can enrich our lives, fostering empathy and connection with others. Each step along this emotional scale can bring valuable insights that guide our actions and relationships. By embracing this journey, we open ourselves to deeper joy, resilience, and ultimately, a more meaningful existence. To navigate your emotional scale effectively, consider keeping a journal to reflect on your feelings daily. This practice can help you track your emotional states and recognize patterns in your emotional responses. As you become more attuned to your feelings, you may find it easier to align your actions with your deeper desires, leading to a life filled with more intention and satisfaction. As we conclude this exploration of the emotional spectrum, it's clear that our emotions are more than fleeting feelings. They are the compass that guides our inner and outer lives. Understanding the depths of fear, frustration, and anger, and learning to rise toward hope, joy, and love allows us to experience life in a richer, more meaningful way. Emotional mastery isn't about suppressing or ignoring our feelings, but learning how to navigate them with wisdom and intention. You now have the tools to recognize where you are on the emotional scale and the strategies to elevate your emotional state. This journey is lifelong, and emotions will continue to ebb and flow as you grow and evolve. But with each step, you become more empowered to live a high vibration life, filled with peace, fulfillment, and purpose. Remember, the true power lies not in avoiding emotions, but in embracing them, learning from them, and allowing them to shape your path forward. You have the capacity to turn your emotions into your greatest source of strength. Thank you for walking this journey with me. The next chapter of your life awaits, one filled with emotional awareness, growth, and unshakable peace. By Mindful Literary.